Good afternoon. It is 3:01. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports at the Mid-Kentucky Downs Studios. In NFL news today, the Los Angeles Rams agreed to a one-year, $55 million extension with reigning MVP quarterback Matthew Stafford. Stafford turns 39 next season and threw for 4,700 yards with 46 touchdowns and 8 picks last year. He is now under contract for the next 2 seasons. Lady Vols softball currently underway in the Knoxville Super Regional in the postseason of the NCAA softball season. The Lady Vols currently lead Georgia 2-0 in Game 2 in the top of the third inning. With a win today, Tennessee will advance to the Women's College World Series. The NBA playoffs continue tonight as the Spurs host the Thunder in Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals. The series tied at 1 apiece. Tip-off is at 7:30 on NBC. For all your foundation repair waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Welcome into 3HL right here on 104.5 The Zone. It's Friday, and we made it, people.
We made it.
Come on, Babsy. Talk to the people.
Let's go. Happy Friday. Little 3-day weekend.
Man, lovely.
Memorial Day weekend.
Lovely.
Appreciative of all those who have fought and served
That's right.
and sacrificed for our freedoms.
Mm-hmm.
Hope everybody has a
wouldn't know what
safe
to do
one.
without you, good people.
No doubt.
There'd be no grill firing up right now.
Most selfless act.
Absolutely. That's
for sure.
Definitely. Zephyr behind the glass. What up, Zephyr?
What up, Zeph?
What up?
Man, guess what, Babsy?
What up, our little Canadian?
Our little Canadian, man. Y'all, we just put out on social media, too, on The Zone, the pictures that we took. And Zeph wanted these pictures so bad. Zeph, what was you going to do with these pictures? You needed your pictures, dog. Were you sending them out to everybody or something?
No, I just wanted to see them.
Okay.
I did, and I knew where they were keeping them, so I went and pulled them.
Okay. Oh, you did that on your own.
Yeah,
Good job,
I didn't go ask for them. I just pulled them myself.
I'm cool with that. Well, good people, I'm in the building. On this Friday, we got a great show lined up. It turned out to be action-packed. It wasn't at first.
No.
But it
It's
is
gonna be
now.
fun.
It is. Who we got starting us off, Babs?
3:20 in our next segment. We've got Nick Suss,
Okay.
who obviously covers the Titans heavily for the Tennessean beat writer. I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever been here when we've had him
I
on.
think twice.
Yeah,
Me,
I think I've usually been gone. So
Yeah.
looking forward to having Nick on. He offers great perspective, and I always follow him on Twitter during practices and
Right.
OTAs and press conferences and all the things. So looking forward to having Nick Suss on from the Tennessean Talk Titans. That is coming up in about 20 minutes. And former Titans wide receiver, return man, Moonshine. Mark Mariani at 4:20. I am interested to pick his brain on this wide receiving room.
Yep.
And then also he is going to be one of the guys rotating in as a sideline reporter. So we'll see if he has any nerves.
What does it take for Mark
When it comes
Mariani?
to
What's
that.
the over-under of games that it takes for him to run on the field?
Oh, God.
At any moment.
0.5.
You taking
Yeah.
you taking under?
I'm
on
taking
0.5?
under. I'll give him 1.5, and I'm definitely going under. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he will be interesting to listen to on the sideline. Like, are we going to get a let's go? I mean, is he going to be like high energy down there? I don't know.
Yeah.
Is he going to be nervous?
No, you know what? I think he.
Has he ever done? I don't think
That's
he's
the
ever
question.
done
I don't think so
anything
either.
like that. I mean, he's done radio, obviously, with us numerous
Mm-hmm.
times and does a phenomenal job. But I don't think he's ever been in that position.
It's going to be interesting to get his take on it, what he's looking forward to.
Although I don't think any of the guys, Ben Jones has never done that, but he's great on radio. Who else? Brett Hopkins has done a bunch.
Yep.
Yeah, B-Hop has done a bunch of media
Dyson.
stuff. And
Dyson done plenty of
Dice
media.
is like the smartest
Yes, he'll figure it out.
person ever. Yeah, so, you know.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun. Anyway, so looking forward to having him on. And then your guy.
My guy, man.
Florida Gator.
Patrick Young, man. Patrick Young would jump on Florida Gator. Played under Billy Donovan, won the SEC. I think they went undefeated, if I'm not mistaken, in the SEC. Not many teams do that. I know the Kentucky team did it when.
Dang, what year was that?
I think it was
for Patrick.
Was it 12?
2012?
2012.
Because that was when he came back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep. So
he also works for SEC Network.
That is correct. So it's gonna be good to dig, and I want him to share a little bit of his story because everybody knows they see him on the network, and I always get questions and DMs like, "Is he in a wheelchair? Like, what happened?"
Mm-hmm.
And he's great at sharing his story. So I think that'll be real.
I've
real
never
cool.
heard his story from him himself.
Oh, Babsy.
Yeah. It was a car accident, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's man, dude. It's crazy how things intertwine. I told the story on Savage. Ramon and Will this morning, and kind of how doors open without you even knowing how the door got open. You know what I'm saying? Because I was comparing it to Ramon being able to have this opportunity because Coach Mack had passed away, unfortunately, but that door kind of opened for him. The door, I come to find out, I believe that door opened up because they were looking for an analyst because that accident had just happened before they saw us.
Yep, I remember that.
SEC Media Day. And I never knew about that.
Yeah.
I never knew about that.
Well, and they
later.
didn't know. They didn't know
exactly
if he would be okay or ever be able to come back.
Yep. So that kind of left a door open to audition. You know what I mean?
And then you got to really know him.
And then that's my guy.
He's awesome, huh?
That's my guy. Yeah, he always called me big bro. I'll be telling him like, dog, don't call me big bro. I mean, that make me feel like I'm old.
Because you're old. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's my guy, though. But that's going to be interesting. The reason we're having him on, Florida Gators, they did have Ruben Chinyelu come back, and that automatically puts them at the number one spot. They got their entire squad back from last year, including Thomas Houck, who was an All-American, Alex Condon, who was on the fringe, and Ruben Chinyelu, Boogie Flan, Denzel Aberdeen transferring back from Kentucky. They got the whole screw, the bench and everything. So it's we can get a little insight on what's going on down in the swamp.
Yes.
Yep.
Tara Bell on our chat. Mayor on assignment, ? Yes, he is. He will be back with us, I believe, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Next Wednesday. So he is he's taking care of some family and personal matters and on assignment, and he'll be back.
Babsy, how was
next
your
week.
First day, no school? How was this for you? Parents out there, what's your adjustment?
Oh, it's a hell of an adjustment. Now, I'll say this. We got to sleep in till like 8 a.m.
Ain't nothing like that.
And that was just the most glorious thing.
Nothing like it.
Like baby Babs didn't wake up till 8 a.m. I'm like, this is beautiful.
See, my body didn't even know how to respond to that. So I ended up waking up at like 7:30.
Yeah.
And I tried my best. I took a gummy last night stayed up to about 12:30 or 1, thinking like, okay, I'll sleep on in. I had my alarm set at 8 because that's some things I had to do, but I couldn't do it. Couldn't make it.
What is Daryl in the Borough talking about? Ramona and Will killed it with the 3HL voices.
Oh, so they impersonated Ural and Zelf.
Oh, okay. Not me, right?
No.
I'm like,
Savage said, don't mess with Babs. I'm not messing with Babs.
I'm kind of curious to see what they would do.
And then he said he couldn't do me because, we sounded like anyway.
Yeah,
like
that's
when
true.
Was it good?
When you guys
it was
get going, yeah.
I didn't think
Bowling usually does okay at some impersonations.
Okay. Here's what Mayos was. It was. I could hear it a little bit, but it was still like because he started out imitating Coach Orgeron. They was talking about Coach O getting hired back at LSU.
Back.
Yeah,
I love that. I told you I saw him in the airport randomly flying back from Miami.
Yeah, so he was imitating him, and Savage was like, "Man, you sound like Mayo a little bit right there." So that's how they got into it. Then
what time is this at? I gotta go listen.
He's gonna go check it out.
All day, like all day, 7 o'clock hour, 8 o'clock hour. But then Hawk imitated you. But all he could imitate was when you say, "We got Zeph behind the glass." And you say, "What's up?"
What's up?
Yeah, that's all he was trying to imitate. But
little higher pitch.
Yeah, a little higher
What's
pitch. Up? Yeah, it's Babs got it. Hey, shout out, man! Shout out presented by your mom and them. Got to give a shout out to my FF, Emily and BG sliding through with the boys, my little nephews, brother Brooks and Bryson on their way to
I tried to get them to stick around so that they could go on the radio. They're what are they? Almost
3?
4 and 7.
Yeah, there you go.
Almost 4 and 7. They might be the cutest dang kids ever.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you want to hop on the radio? They were like, nope.
And that's what he came in as soon as I seen him in the parking lot.
Nope.
Uncle Slay, you gonna put me on the radio? Yeah, sure. Come on.
Yeah.
Then he get in here and he's like,
that's like Baby Babs, though. She didn't want on when we first put her in there. It's a little intimidating in this studio. You got all the cameras around and big microphones.
so their light go on in this.
Yes, it's always good to see them.
No question. Other than that, Babsy, what are we hitting on?
Topics. Well, it is Trash Talk Friday.
Gotta be Trash Talk Friday.
You are welcome to Trash Talk anybody you want. Yes. We'll hit more on Titans OTAs.
Yep.
We did not play or talk about Skoronski's press conference yesterday, his media availability. We will do that. Obviously, NBA and NHL playoffs.
Yes.
We'll hit you on the NBA since, you're the one that knows all. Kyle Busch and some new information, 911 calls coming out for the tragic loss of Kyle Busch and how NASCAR's reacting to that. We reached out to Marty Smith and Ryan McGee, and they are just absolutely covered up with doing so much coverage right now. So we'll probably have them on at some point next week if we can get them on just to talk about Kyle Busch. But what's crazy is they had him on, Marty and McGee, 4 days ago, 5 days ago.
Yeah.
It's just
past Saturday.
It's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And then all the stuff coming up, he was telling his team he needed the doctor, he needed health stuff or whatever. He had an awful cough and all of that. And then the 911 tapes coming out saying that he was found unresponsive in the simulator in Concord, North Carolina, which is where they're all based. So, and then was struggling to breathe, coughing up blood.
This while in the simulator?
Mm-hmm, like all of this. So, and then they rush him to the hospital. That's when we get the notice out from his family saying he will not race this weekend. He has a serious illness. And then,
That's crazy.
7 hours later, he's gone.
That's wild.
Yeah. And, as a parent, obviously, you look at those sweet kids who... just 3 days ago, he celebrated his son's 11th birthday, and there's all this video of him the last time he danced with his daughter a couple of days ago, and he has a funny, mask on, and she's got her little princess dress on, and it just absolutely breaks your heart.
That's tough,
man. Yeah. So,
yeah, that's a tough.
So sad, and it'll be interesting to see what all comes out of that. But obviously, thoughts and prayers out to his family, his wife Samantha, and their 2 kids, and then also his brother, Kurt Busch, who many people know from old school NASCAR, Miller Lite car. That's what I always remember. So he had a brother too, and oof.
Yeah, man.
Man, life is short. Yep. So love on your loved ones. I mean, 3 days ago, he's dancing with his daughter, and now he's gone at 41.
Yeah.
Thought
you handled that well yesterday. Good signing off. You can always jump in, share your thoughts on that as well. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Always popping. 615-737-1045 is the number. You got trash talk you want to get to. You want to give flowers. You want shout-outs. We got it all for you, man. It's a smorgasbord, and it's on a platter. It is for you.
It's on a platter.
It's on a platter.
A Memorial Day weekend platter. Nick Suss is coming up next. Also want to give a shout out to our guy Zeph with Mayor gone. He has done a phenomenal job of keeping us in line and keeping us organized and helping with our guest booking and all of that stuff that normally Mayor just handles. And Zeph has done a phenomenal job. Yes.
It's like you're a producer or something.
I know. It's
crazy.
It's like you're good at your job or something. What the hell?
Wild.
Who knew? Just kidding. We love you, Zeffy. All right, Nick Suss coming up next. We will talk Titans OTAs, what stood out to him, our first look in person at some of the rookies. We're going to get it all from Nick Suss of the Tennessean after the break. This is 3HL and 104.5 The Zone. Want to tell you about my friends at Two Rivers Ford. We have bought multiple vehicles from Two Rivers Ford and actually might be looking at getting another one since right now they are offering employee pricing for everyone. So what a fabulous weekend and time to go ahead and visit Two Rivers Ford and find you a new vehicle where you pay what they pay on almost every new Ford on the lot. A great discount, and Two Rivers Ford is going to help you out with that. Always what you see is what you get with Two Rivers Ford. They don't, add on expensive accessories or anything like that to increase the price of their vehicles. It's whatever you want. They're upfront. They're honest every single time. And now they are offering you employee pricing. So make sure if you've been thinking about a new vehicle, now's a perfect time to go visit them in Mount Juliet and get it done because they're giving you employee pricing. No better time to buy American and no better dealership than Two Rivers Ford, locally owned and operated over 40 years right here in Middle Tennessee, home of the non-commissioned sales team, and now home of employee pricing for all. Local, honest, and real. That is Two Rivers Ford, the South's most trusted Ford dealer.
What's happening, good people? Big Slay, Babsy, and Zephyr right here with 3HL on 104.5 The Zone. People asking, Yoro will be back, man. He's on assignment. Don't worry. Don't worry. The crew will be whole. Just everybody relax. Everybody breathe. Take deep breaths. It's Memorial Day weekend.
In the meantime, you can, in between time, you can check out our photo shoot as a station.
Wild stuff on them.
I mean, it's wild to think that we are the most normal show at the station.
Right. That's what's crazy.
Yeah.
That is what's crazy. You have absolutely right. Man, now we got Nick Suss joining us. Nick Suss of the Tennessean joining us. Nick, there's a lot going on out there, man, in OTAs, and we got to dive into it. But first, before we even get to that, what is it with this
Welcome
sitcom?
on, Nick.
Yeah,
welcome on.
Welcome to the Wild Show. This is the Wild Side, especially on Friday. What's going on with this sitcom you wrote, brother?
I wrote a sitcom. What else do you want to know about it?
What is?
What's it about?
Is it dry humor? Is it a love story? Like, what's going on in it?
The best way to pitch it to you is, I don't think they could make Friends today because it'd be about 6 people in 6 different cities all texting each other. And so that's what I tried to make. It's Friends, but 6 people in 6 different cities, and they're all texting each other because all of our friends are on our phones these days. Yes. Made it with my wife. She starred in it. She directed it. She is the talent of the family, and I give her all of the credit for bringing my vision to life. But yeah, we wrote this. We made it. We filmed it out in Memphis last year, and showed it to the world. If you guys want to try and laugh with me and or laugh at my attempts to make you laugh with me, click on it. It's called The Group Chat. It's on YouTube, and it's one of the most proud things I've ever done in my entire life as a lifelong comedy nerd.
Oh,
that is
love
awesome. What does your wife do?
She acts when she can. That's the goal. Right now she works looking at eyeball scans for a living, but she acts. She works around Nashville. You might have seen her in a few things here and there, but acts, works on sets, directs when she can. She's the talented one. I'm just the one who goofs off about sports all day.
That is awesome.
Go check out at Nick Suss.
I was going to say you have it pinned on your Twitter, so there you go.
I do, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Very cool.
That's dope.
Fun stuff. All right, let's talk ball. How about it? And I love following your Twitter feed, during OTAs and press conferences and all that. You always have great perspective. But what stood out to you, I guess if you had to pick, the 1 or 2 things that stood out to you in your first look at the Titans and OTAs yesterday?
Yeah, the big thing that I kind of came away from this thinking is we spent so much time in the last 2 years with Callahan and Holtz and Hardigree and McCoy and that kind of era of Titans offense talking about quarterbacks playing within the confines of the system and quarterbacks taking what the defense is giving them and understanding how to take advantage of the holes in defenses by knowing their weaknesses. This does not feel like that. The Brian Daboll era here with Cam, it's been one practice that I've seen. I'm not going to overgeneralize, but it felt a lot more like it was based around making the defense give you what it wants, what you want the defense to give you, rather than taking what the defense is forced to give you. And I know that's a small distinction. I might need a little bit more explanation if I'm talking too fast, but just broadly speaking, it's less about, we're going to do 3 things, and if the defense covers 2 of them, we'll check down to the 3rd. And it's more about, we're going to do 1 thing, and we're going to do everything in our power to make sure that that's open. And so it's more, I don't want to use the phrase air raid lightly because I know that's a very loaded term and it's a very complicated history, but it feels more connected to that air raid sensibility that Cam comes from in college of this guy's going to be open, trust that it's going to be open, make the throw, rely on your talent, rely on what you're good at, rely on what got you here, rather than survey the field, understand that something will be open. It's your job to find it, play within the confines of the system, which I think works for a lot of people. Tom Brady won 7 championships doing that. I'm not taking it away from anybody. But if that's not the thing that works for Cam, I'm very excited to see how this more direct styled offense, I think the thing Cam said yesterday is Daboll's play calls are still a mouthful. They're still very intricate and dense, but he delivers it in such an understandable way. And I kind of noticed that yesterday observing Daboll calling the plays from the sideline. He's very direct. He's very forward. He is good at explaining, hey, this is going to be open. Trust that it's going to be open. wait for it to be open, find your play. And there were a couple of times that it worked exactly the way he said it would on the headset. It's one practice against a OTA defense that was missing a lot of your starters, and there's no contact, and let's not get way over our skis on it, but that is a huge difference to me.
That's fascinating. Cam Ward, from a health standpoint, seems like no issues were seen.
Yeah, that was kind of my takeaway too. I didn't see anything that looked like a changed arm slot. I didn't see anything that looked like a drop in velocity or accuracy or arm talent or anything. He looked like Cam Ward. Obviously, he looked like Cam Ward minus 10 pounds, and good for him. If he slimmed down this winter, it's hard to slim down in the wintertime, but I give him credit. He has obviously worked hard to make the best of an injury offseason. He didn't have a real offseason last year because he was prepping for the draft, and now he didn't have a true offseason because there was rehab involved, but it seems like he's come out on the other side of it a lot earlier than some of the early reporting, myself included, seemed to believe it would be back in January.
So you mentioned his weight loss, and then Saleh just sent the fan base on, Google searches on seed oils and all of that. Have you, are you like all over this now? Do you know all about seed oils and all of that? What works and what doesn't, and what's out of the building now?
I will know more on Tuesday and Wednesday. I am ashamed to say that I haven't gotten all of the research done quite yet. And after the holiday weekend, when I'm sure I will take in a lot of seed oils on my own, I will start to understand what I've done with myself.
That's right.
But look, no football team has ever necessarily won or lost because of their nutrition plan.
Right.
But having a plan is such a good thing. Like, you want people who are going to come in and say, this is why things are different than the way they've been. And I don't necessarily want to point to health or fitness or nutrition or injuries as the reasons why the last 2 years of Titans football have been as dire as they've been. Mostly they've been bad because the roster's been really thin and lacking top-end talent. And we don't need to relitigate why it's been 6-28, if I did the math right in my head, the last 2 years. We all understand that the team has been bad. But you got a new coach, you've got a new regime, you've got new people coming in, and they have a philosophy they're sticking to. I respect the fact that they're coming in and doing something different, because if people came in and did the exact same thing, I'd be saying, why are you doing the exact same thing that led to a 3-14 season? So I'll tell you more if you have me back. I will promise to learn everything I do about the difference between canola oil and peanut oil and vegetable oil and motor oil. But we'll get there eventually, man.
I love it. I love it.
Nick, let me ask you about these rookies, man, especially one in particular, Carnell Tate. It's been raves, messages, highlights, everything coming out there about him. What did you see with your eye view?
He's smooth, man. He's smooth. I mean, Cam brought up the long strides, and I think that's pretty obvious. There's the confidence and the security, but I don't want to go back to coaching. I know we talked a lot about coaching. The main thing that I kind of noticed was he, more than the rest of the rookies, is wearing the badge of the coaches are putting a lot on him quick. And it was one practice, and maybe we're not out there, and actually Fernando Carmona's getting way more work than I'm noticing, or Jackie Marshall, or any of these rookies, but it was not lost on me while I was out there, or any of the other media members who've been reporting today, but it was not lost on me how early and how involved he was with everything the Titans were doing. There was a drill where I was fascinated by this, a low ball drill where they were running towards a jug machine full speed and had to try and catch a shoestring ball, and every receiver had to do it. And Carnell was pretty frustrated when he wasn't able to make the catch. And Greg Lewis, the receivers coach, was like, just get back in line, man. Just get back and go for it. And it's very much he's being looked at as the guy who is going to have to be the guy. And we knew that. He was picked 4th overall for a reason. You don't pick somebody that high by accident. No. But there are no kid gloves with him right now. And look, caveat, Calvin Ridley wasn't out there. Alec Iomanner wasn't out there. Chim DK wasn't out there during team periods. At a certain point, he had to be the guy who was out there because you run out of starting caliber receivers. But we can say that at a bunch of other positions. And the rookies still weren't necessarily as involved play to play as Carnell Tate was.
Well, shifting from him, a guy that was out there that would be a veteran with this young bunch is Wan'Dale Robinson.
I really like him, listening to him too.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on him?
He's going to serve a purpose, and I really like the purpose he's going to serve. I think that I've talked about this a bunch of times, but one thing I really like about the trio of Carnell Tate, Calvin Ridley, and Wan'Dale Robinson is your ability to layer all three layers of the passing attack. And I think that last year Cam was kind of restricted by how similar all of his receivers were in practicality. Now you have three different body types, three different speed profiles, three different abilities to take advantage of the field in different ways. And Wan'Dale, one of my favorite things, and I'm sure you guys have encountered this in your years of working in sports like I have, but one of my favorite things is that moment in a player's career when they realize they're the veteran now.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it comes in year 2 for some people, if it comes in year 5 for some people, but it seems like it's coming to Wan'Dale now with the big contract and the changing teams and the guy who knows the scheme because he's coming with the coordinator and all that stuff. I think that he is going to function as a voice in that room, maybe in a way that the Titans haven't had the last couple of years. Because when you had DeAndre Hopkins, when you have Calvin Ridley, those are superstar talents. Right. Those are guys who are expected to be number one, and certainly A.J. Brown and that sort of thing. But I can't remember the last time the Titans had a guy who came in and was such a grounding presence, such a look, I've made fun of this type of receiver many times in my life of, 4 yards a carry, you're a running back. You're not like, that's, I don't necessarily understand if you're playing this position, how you can get pigeonholed into that role. It's a very positive role, but it's an easy one to kind of look at and mock of catch a 6-yard curl and fall down. It's not the most glamorous job on the field. He makes it a little more glamorous than maybe others have in the past. So I'm excited to see how he fits in. I don't necessarily know if he's going to be the 1,000-yard receiver, 140 target type guy that he was in New York, but if he is, that's a heck of an asset for Cam to have.
Well, and Titans fans are hoping he doesn't have to be that too.
Very true.
That's another part of it.
Real quick before we shift to a little bit of the defense as far as rookies go, I did want to go back to coaches real quick because of the presence that you're explaining that Daboll has. I think that's one. You're walking from Callahan in this situation to guys that he brought on and coming in with guys that have been head coaches. How much does that play in the, I guess, like kind of what you said, grounding, calmness, confident in what you're going to do and it working for you? How much is that of a contrast to where we were with Callahan and now you look what you have with Daboll and Saleh, the way they're running this so far?
So yeah, contrast is a good word here because I don't want to talk out of both sides of my mouth. I've talked about coaching a lot in my life, and my perspective is still, unless you got a top 5 or a bottom 5 coach on game day, it probably doesn't matter that much. At a certain point, you're an NFL coach, you know what you're doing. But I do think that when you hire a new regime, almost every single time you hire somebody whose best trait is the inverse of the guy you fired's worst trait. You usually go out and say, well, we didn't like that this guy was a hard ass. We're going to go get the guy who is a little bit more of a player's coach. We didn't like that this guy was too scheme oriented. So now we're going to go to a guy who's a little bit more leadership oriented. Or in the case of the Callahan era, we didn't like that this guy had a lot of inexperience around him. So we're going to go get all the experience we possibly can. So that contrast is by design. I think that's how teams hire coaches. It also is a benefit. It's a boon because there's a confidence that comes off of having done it before. There's no desperation. There's no prove it. This is Brian Daboll. He has been on many staffs that have won many Super Bowls and have won a college national championship and has developed one of the best quarterbacks the league's ever seen. And he's done this, and this isn't going to surprise him. He has seen everything, and he knows how to make it work. That's going to trickle through the players. They're going to be able to feed off of that confidence. Now, the players are going to have to play, and that's why I talk about coaching not really mattering as much on game day as we make it out to be, because talent's going to matter, and luck's going to matter, and opponent skill is going to matter, and all of that's going to matter a lot more than how much confidence your coach has instilled in you. But my big thing about coaching is if they allow you to play fast, if they allow you to play confident, if they allow you to play uninhibited by your own nerves or anxieties or biases, you're probably going to play your best football. And if that is what this experience gives these players, letting them play their best football can't be a bad thing.
No question.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Will Levis. I know your probably most favorite thing to talk about and get asked about, but
truly not a problem. Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, I saw somebody posted, stats of him from yesterday, and I was like, oh gosh, yeah, I forgot about him. He is still on this roster. What do we make of Will Levis's role, and what do you think will end up happening with him?
Yeah,
and how he looked.
Yeah, there's a lot that can happen.
Yeah.
First, he's got to beat out Mitchell Trubisky before he can beat out anything else. Like we truly don't know if he's the number 2, if he's the number 3, if he's trade bait. There's so much that can be done. The first checkbox is, can he play quarterback? And what I saw yesterday was a very different temperament, a very different value proposition of Will Levis. I don't want to hold the rewiring comment against him that we've spent 3 years talking about, but this does seem like somebody who has rewired to an extent that I haven't seen him do previously. He's throwing with a lot more touch. He's throwing with a lot more accuracy. There's a measuredness to the way he's playing. I think I wrote it as he used to play like a comic book hero and now he's playing like a quarterback. And that's a good development to make. He's heard the knocks against him for years of all the talent in the world but can't put it together. Yesterday, I saw a guy who wasn't winning because of all the talent in the world. He wasn't force of will throwing the ball into tight windows and trying to get it in there. His best throws were lofted and touched and anticipated and those sorts of things. And it was a different kind of will than I'd seen his first 2 years in Nashville. And I give him a bunch of credit for working to take advantage of these last 10 months. Will it matter? Cam Ward's the Titans quarterback. We know this.
Yeah.
We don't have to sugarcoat that. Will it matter for him? You can't help but hope so. He's got a lot of talent. I've never had a negative thing to say about dealing with him, media to player. I do think highly of his upside. He's just got to be the quarterback for the 3 hours he's on the field that he is for the other 6 days and 21 hours a week. If he can be that guy, I think that the Titans can find some real value for moving him and trusting that Trubisky can be the backup. But if he sticks around here this year, that's a lot of talent to just be seeing what you can do with. And I will say I was encouraged yesterday just by seeing this dude took advantage of his time away, and good for him.
There you go.
One more thing before you get out of here. What were your thoughts on Anthony Hill? I know it's only so much that you can see, but Anthony Hill Jr., thoughts on him or Keldrick Falk, which one piqued your interest more?
Yeah, I've ranted about linebackers too many times on I think every single show on Nashville radio.
Yeah.
So listeners have probably heard me do this before. I will leave my opinions about the value of Anthony Hill's position aside and just say that's a dude he's an athlete. He's an athlete. He's going to go out and he's going to make plays. I think anybody who is NFL caliber could probably go out and make 100 tackles if the guys in front of you are Jeffrey Simmons and John Franklin-Myers. And you're going to have a good defensive line that are drawing double and triple teams. Your number 2 inside linebacker probably should be able to shoot gaps. That's a skill that I would trust most NFL caliber linebackers to do. But seeing him make plays in traffic, seeing the way he moves, I asked Saleh yesterday what he looks for during OTAs when there are no pads on. And the thing he said is, well, yeah, you don't want to be fooled by it. You don't want to think, oh, this guy's great. And then he turns on the pads and he's not that guy. But you want to see the understanding of football and how it's practically applied. You want to see the application of how quickly they move, how seamlessly they move, how they translate what they've learned in the classroom, that sort of stuff. And Anthony Hill yesterday, it was a very, very small sample, but I saw a guy who pretty effectively translates his athletic traits into football skills. I got to see it with pads, but I liked what I saw.
There you go. Am I crazy to be excited about this team as a fan outside of media kind of at all? Am I crazy to be excited about this?
Temper him, Nick. Get him.
I know, but listening to you, Nick, too, I'm like, and you're just matter of fact, but I'm like kind of excited.
I'll tell you this, and this is more metaphysical than it is sports commentary. So if you guys don't want to hear me talk about my philosophy on the world, do something else, tune out for a little bit. But look, there is absolutely no bad outcome to loving something. If you love something, love it with your whole heart. You're going to get hurt. But what's the alternative? Not feeling something? Yeah. It's better to feel bad than it is to not feel. So if you want to believe, friggin' believe, guys. I'm not going to sit here and say that I didn't pick them to go 6-11 when the schedule came out. I looked at that schedule and said, yeah, it's a 5 or 6 win team. Let's see what they do. Could they win 9 games? They could. Yeah. Could they win 3 games again? Absolutely. Absolutely they can win 3 games again. The roster's not that top heavy. There's not a lot of star power on this team, and I think star power wins a lot more NFL games than we give it credit for. But that doesn't matter. What matters is that you guys who are listening to this are presumably Tennessee Titans fans. You have chosen to live in this muck. You have watched a lot of mediocre football. You've watched a lot of sub-mediocre football. And you've watched a good bit of good football. You've been through it. You have seen Titans football. Just keep believing. Maybe it never pays off. The joke I tell every single day when somebody asks me about the Titans is, there's always next century. It could be that long. It could be that long. But it could be next year. And if it isn't, you're going to want to be on the bus with them. So feel the joy. Let the agony take you over when there's agony, because feeling is so much better than the alternative.
Very true.
I just feel validated now. I love it. Thank you, Nick. Nick Suss, check out all of his work with the Tennessean, does a phenomenal job, and we appreciate you taking some time on this holiday weekend to chat with us, Nick.
Yeah, always happy, y'all.
Thank you. There he is. That was great.
Good stuff. I
love that. Just feel.
So I need to know what you took from all of that in a nutshell, because I have a take on it.
Okay. We'll do it after the break.
Okay.
3HL 104.5 The Zone.
United Structural Systems, USSTN.com. They are introducing 24 months no interest financing options good through the end of June. Check them out. Get peace of mind now and pay later. Waiting could cost you more. So do it now. USSTN.com. 24 months no interest financing options good now through the end of June. When you start noticing cracks in the walls, uneven floors, or driveways sinking and separating, it's more than a home issue. It's a peace of mind issue. That's why who you choose for foundation repair and concrete leveling really matters. Trust United Structural Systems, because they've been doing this the right way since 1994 right here in Tennessee. USS does not believe in quick fixes or scare tactics. They take the time to inspect, explain what's happening, and walk you through real proven solutions that are built to last. Learn more or schedule your inspection at USSTN.com. USSTN.com. United Structural Systems, committed to our customers, invested in what matters most. We are USS.
Ramon Foster, and I'm with Aaron from United Structural Systems. Man, they came by today to check out my house. If there's any issues, small or big, you're gonna fill us in there.
We can take care of it no matter what kind of problems. So first off, we'll just kind of take a look through your house and see what kind of issues you got going. Cracks in the brick, cracks in the drywall, weird spots in the floor, doors sticking, windows not opening properly. Once we identify those areas, we're going to do a thorough inspection around the outside, make sure there's no issues going on with that. And then once we look over it, we'll talk about what's going on, and hopefully we ain't got no issues, and then we'll go from there.
Let's go. Let's go.
Mr. Foster, so we have looked at the issues that you brought up. We had the drywall in the attic up here above your bonus or your garage. You had some doors sticking.
I did.
Going in your bathroom. So we've inspected all that. We don't see any major structural concerns. So you're going to be one of our lucky good news customers today. There is some minor deflection there. That's not an uncommon thing. As any house is built, it's its biggest and its strongest the day that it's born. Right, and from that point, it just gets older, just like us. We ain't hopping up out of bed, taking off down the hallway, running those stairs anymore.
Not protecting quarterbacks anymore.
No.
Opening up late. We're done.
Your guard ain't there no more.
Okay,
so,
I got you.
So it just happens. It gets a little older and it starts to deflect. Now, there are some things we can do to kind of help adjust those doors, mainly adjusting in the door, which we don't necessarily do, and maybe doing some light shimming in the crawl space down there to address those sticking doors. But for now, no major issues there. We did talk about the grading in the back and some issues that we can take care of back there for you. But that's pretty much up in a nutshell. No big issues and you're good to go. So.
Awesome. So again, the way you deal with United Structural Systems is it's upfront, it's honest, and now I can sleep peacefully at night, okay?
Welcome back in here, man. The 3HL right here on 104.5 The Zone. It is a good Friday. That's right, man. Hit us up, 615-737-1045. If you want to dive into this, you heard Nick Suss give his assessment from OTAs and what he thought. My take on this, me and Babsy left off with this, man, and it's a different feeling, Zeph. You tell me if I'm wrong. When you hearing all these guys, we heard Jim Wyatt talk about it. You heard the other shows on the Zone talk about it. Then you just heard Nick Suss talk about it. And to add to that, I think it's been so long, and 2 years in the NFL seems like eternity. Let me just say that.
Well,
I think that's dog years.
What did Robert Saleh say? Was that yesterday? Asking about like the Jets, he was like, "Man, that was a year and a half ago. It's like 10 years in the NFL."
It feels like forever. That's exactly it. It feels like forever. So my thing is with this group, after hearing them talk, him, Jim Wyatt talk, hearing Nick Suss, us making our own assessment, hearing other shows on the Zone, Babsy, I listen to this and I'm like, dog, it feels like a big difference. It feels like a big difference, and I have no other inkling or no other reason but to point to what we talked about before they went out and hired this coaching staff and what it would mean to be able to go and land a guy like Daboll. Now, granted, this is all in the offseason. But this is all
This is one OTA that media has been able to see.
But let me add to that, though, Babsy. This is a feeling that I wasn't feeling in February.
Right.
Or March. Or damn near April. You know what I'm saying? And we are just in May. I wasn't feeling this at first.
So when did the switch flip for you?
This week.
Yep.
And
yesterday.
Yesterday. And let me yesterday. And let me say this though, Zoe. It ain't really a flip switch. But like in our room, and everybody a lot of people have in their homes, how you can move the
adjuster,
the adjustment of the light
the fader,
Just make it a little bit brighter.
It's a little bit brighter, Babsy. All the lights ain't on, but man, I can see a little bit in here now. I ain't walking in the dark with this group. Dude, I love that because
I like that analogy.
You like it, Babsy?
Yeah.
So this is what I'm looking at though, Babsy. Like, this is what I needed when
It's getting a little bit brighter.
This is what I was talking about when we experienced a first-time head coach come in. But now you're getting to experience a guy, both of them, who are in the New York market, Giants and Jets, head coaches, were getting a second opportunity to go at it. Like, it's something to be said about being comfortable in your skin and not having to figure out who you are at a franchise that's trying to identify who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we struggled with since Vrabel with his last 2 years. It was he had a revolving door, the players getting hurt, the coaches going in and out. You know what I'm saying? Ever since that Green Bay game, and they went up there and won, since that point, it's been an identity crisis, if you will, for this Titans franchise.
Yeah.
But with this at the helm.
And it's fair to say, even up through the executive level.
Bingo. That's exactly what I was just going to say. That's exactly what I was just going to say.
You had Rand, but then, was Brinker running things behind the scene, and then you bring Borgonzi in, and it was identity crisis,
now you see where I'm going.
Executive, and now that has all been finally taken care of.
Now you see, and guess what,
Brinker's gone, Borgonzi's in charge, and the newest hire, who I think is a great hire, reports to Borgonzi.
Yep. So this is what you see exactly
the crisis
where I'm going.
has been averted.
And we don't know what this may lead to. It just feels better.
Yes.
We don't feel confused. We're not guessing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what they're saying it is. And if it's not, they're doing a damn good job of making us feel like everything's all right. You know what I mean? So, man, kudos and salute. I'm saying all that to say salute to Dabo, salute to Saleh, salute to Bones, and Mike Borgonzi as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the way up through. It feels like it's settling. It's settling.
Giving Titans fans a sense of stability.
Come on, Babsy. Babsy, you like to go in the crock pot. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
It's the only thing I can do. Yep.
Of course I like to go in. It's the only thing I can do. But this is what you got to realize, though. It always tastes better the next day when everything's settled. When you turn it off and it just warms and it's not bubbling, things going crazy, you ain't putting no more ingredients in it, it just settles. You turn it off, walk away. Come on, Babsy. That's all I'm saying. It feels like we settled. That's all I'm saying. I don't know what it's going to taste like. They ain't even took the top off of it yet. They ain't told us to bring bowls, spoons, none of that. But we know right now it's not bubbling. It's settled.
We know there's no seed oil in it.
Absolutely no seed oil.
I like it. I love it. Okay. Do you want me to bring us back down to earth and dim the lights a little bit?
Just dim it a little bit.
What's the offensive line going to look like?
That is.
We'll hear from Peter Skoronski after this break on 3HL.
What's happening, y'all? Brentwood Jewelry, where you need to hurry and hustle over to, man. They probably got a little sale going or something. That's me speaking, y'all. That's not them speaking. I'm just saying because they're always giving back. So the style and the deals, they've been exceptional for over 50 years. Why would it not be exceptional today? Because it's been that way every day. That's the slogan. Exceptional style, exceptional deals, every day for over 50 years. Go in there physically at 7012 Church Street East, located in the heart of Brentwood, just right off Franklin Road. And you can see for yourself exactly what you're looking for. And just go surfing. Just go in there and go window shopping. It's okay. I'm telling you. It's real welcoming. You're not going to get confused. You're not going to be looking around feeling like you lost. And then they got plenty of people that can help you. Family-owned people. The Momley family always giving back, always answering the questions that you need. Whether you're looking for watches, you're looking for rings, you're looking for bracelets, whatever it is. But let's go back to the watch because it's Father's Day coming up. Don't never forget about that. Nashville's premier timepiece dealer is Brentwood Jewelry. Pre-owned Rolexes, vintage or current models. Get in there. Tell them you need one. Hamilton watch lines as well. But you can do this at BrentwoodJewelry.com.
Good afternoon. It's 4:01. I'm Joseph Bonanno live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports at the Mid-Kentucky Down Studios. In NFL news today, the Rams agreed to a one-year, $55 million extension with reigning MVP quarterback Matthew Stafford. He turns 39 next season, threw for over 4,700 yards and 46 touchdowns last year. The Rams will now have Stafford under contract for the next 2 seasons. In Lady Ball softball news, the Tennessee currently facing off against Georgia in Game 2 of the Knoxville Super Regional. Lady Balls won Game 1, and with a win today, they will move on to the Women's College World Series. They are currently up 2-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning. In the NBA playoffs tonight, they continue as the Spurs host the Thunder in Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals. Series tied at 1 apiece. Tip-off is at 7:30 on NBC. For all your foundation repair, waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home of the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Welcome back into 3HL right here on 104.5 The Zone. We're rocking and rolling with you on a Trash Talk Friday. Woo-wee! Let's get to it, man. I know y'all feeling good out there, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
That's because we can see you in the chat. You can join everybody in the chat and be toxic. You can be lovable. You can hate on people. You can do whatever. But we absolutely need you to show love. At the end of the day, that's what we're here for. So, understand that. Hit us up, 615-737-1045. That number right there will get you right directly through to us. I want to know how y'all feel with this new coaching staff. It's only been a week. It's only been a week. It's only been a couple of days, you know what I mean, since they've been out on the field. One day since media's been out there. But what is your feeling of this team, this staff, very early on? Very early on. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's like we need to know this. Are we jumping? No, not a week. Am I jumping the gun by feeling relaxed, calm, comfortable?
Brighter?
Am I walking through the dark anymore?
Would you say the roof is loosening?
No, I just told Ken to be that. I said, I don't know. This is a new car.
New car, so you're still working out all the features.
Yeah, I don't know where all the buttons are.
Gotcha.
So, you know what I mean? I do see it's a roof. There is a roof, though. If you want to, you're looking for that, it is a roof. You know what I mean? And it can be detached.
You're just trying to figure out how to do it.
There you go. I need the people to give me the right manual.
Gotta make sure.
Yeah, don't make this like the Inspector Gadget car. I pressed the wrong button and the trunk opened up. That's not what we're trying to do. Babsy's in the building.
What up? Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday.
Skinny said Slay gave us permission to hate on others in the chat. Yeah, that was a little bit of an accident, but Skinny, guess what? It's Friday. We got a long weekend, so get your hate on. We'll love on Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Zephyr behind the glass. What up, Zephyr?
What's up?
How you feeling about it, Zephyr? You heard me and Babs. What I thought so. What you feeling like? Just 1 week into it, to OTAs.
Good.
That was really convincing.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
well, because
are you in the same room with us with the light that we were just went up a little bit?
I don't want to be the guy that jumps the gun over one OTA. Yeah. Which
are you telling me I'm jumping the gun?
No, I'm not telling you to jump the gun because I feel the energy. Like I feel the vibe shift where like the good stuff's coming, and I think it's because if it's an accumulation of everything that they've done, the reorganization of the front office and making it a little bit more normal, I should say, and a little bit more straightforward. The energy with bringing in this new coaching staff where you have the experience with a really young roster. You have guys, now I know, Saleh and Dable might not have had like the most success, but they've been there, done that. And so they know what that
their
role,
mistakes were.
And they know what their mistakes were. And so they know what the role of a head coach is in the NFL. And so I think that's a really big part of a team that is very young, led by a lot of young leaders, including your starting quarterback, Cam Ward, who's going into year 2. I really like the Carnell Tate pick and the rest of what they did in the draft. And I think there's a lot of energy coming in from this draft class on the tails of what we saw from last draft class.
Yeah, which was pretty good.
I just don't want to overly jump the gun. So I feel the vibes. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
The good vibes are definitely in the building. You just gotta see if they just gotta see if they turn into anything.
Ron Slay's in the building too.
I'm in the building. I'm in the building. That's right.
I like it. I'm concerned about the offensive line.
That's what you brought up, Babs.
Peter Skoronski is going to be a big part of their hopeful success. I say success, or maybe just getting better. Just better. Just be better than last year.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not, I'm not greedy.
No, you're not asking for nothing.
I don't need you to be the top 5 offensive line. I just need you to not be the worst.
That's all you asking.
You know, yeah. So yesterday we heard from Cam, we heard from Wan'Dale Robinson, and today let's hear what Titans left guard Peter Skoronski has to say. He's talking Cam, he's talking the new staff, and of course, a possible extension for him.
Yeah, it's been a good group. I'm impressed with the cohesiveness so far, and I think the whole group really gets along well. It's been intense in terms of schematics and install, but I think that's happens when everyone learns a new offense, and I think everyone's kind of grasped things really well and worked hard. And it's still spring, everyone's still gelling a little bit, but the group has got along really well. I think it's a good group going forward.
How do you judge that cohesiveness? Is that just chemistry in meeting rooms? What does that kind of look like?
It's just kind of an overall vibe. I think it's hard to sort of describe, but I think it's just the vibe around the guys and how we get along. And I think that quality is really there for us so far. And that's all you can really ask in this phase, I think, is just being able to work together and work hard as a group. And I'm seeing that for everyone in our room. So that's about all you can ask right now in terms of cohesiveness. We don't have pads on or anything, but yeah, I feel like everyone's been great in that aspect. There's a lot of differences from previous coaches and stuff like that. I think his intensity is really high. I think the cohesiveness aspect he preaches and us being on the same page is a huge thing he emphasizes. Just being in the right place, right time, and finishing, I think has been a really big aspect of what he's preached, Dave's too included. But there's a lot of differences from previous groups, and not good or bad, but just like new things to adjust to, tiny little just mannerisms and techniques we've been learning. But yeah, I've really enjoyed working under him so far.
You've seen a lot of struggles during your time here, this team trying to win the game. What about this new regime here and the way things are being done now gives you hope that maybe things are on the ascent?
Yeah, I mean, I think, I was just speaking offensively. You start with Dave's, and he's had a lot of experience as an offensive coordinator, and has produced a lot of great quarterbacks and have great quarterback play. And obviously, we've got number one and and he's going to be our engine. So I've already kind of seen a little bit of growth from Cam already. Even in a week of actual practices, but that's really encouraging. I think that's what this new group has brought, is just a level of experience that I think that Cam really responds to, and it seems like they're playing to his strengths a lot. And I think when you have that guy really humming, everyone kind of falls into place behind that, and I think everyone's sort of bought into that mentality, if that makes sense. But yeah,
kind of categorize what you see there or what you expect to see there from him
in terms of Cam, I mean, I think we all know that the talent's there. Obviously, he has rookie struggles, as everyone does, literally. But I think the leadership's always been there. I'm not concerned about that from him. But I think just the consistency, sort of the everyday monotonous plays of being a great quarterback that he will continue to make more and more. Have seen that more so far. But then also like Cam being Cam and using that arm and making those insane throws that we make. So it's just more of the good stuff, I think, is really what we're looking for. And I think he's tracking the right way. I think the leadership, like I said, is already there, and that's kind of half the battle as a quarterback. But just greater consistency and making more of the plays we know he can make. And I have full confidence he'll do that.
You need to be here for the fifth-year option, and that's part of what comes with being a first-round draft pick. If you play well enough, how much would you like the long-term deal that would ensure?
Yeah, I mean, I love being here. I hope to be here for a long time. I'm not going to really lose sleep over that whole topic, to be honest, and just really focus on what we're, doing here every all that stuff will kind of fall into place. I trust, and let the people that make those decisions on my end and the team's end too. So personally, I'm not worried about it. I'm happy to be here and just excited to get to work with this new group.
You drafted a couple of offensive linemen. What advice do you give those guys kind of starting off, and what's it been like kind of getting to know them a little bit?
Yeah, I think in a sense, you kind of got to go easy on yourself. I think if you're those guys, you're drinking through a fire hose right now in terms of when they got here. We're already installed most of the offense when they got here, so everyone's, not a few pages, a couple of chapters ahead in terms of just straight up scheme. And then there's the speed of the game and technique and all that stuff. So you got to appreciate just to learn, I think, and you learn through mistakes. And, when I was a rookie, I made plenty of mistakes. So that's really what being a rookie is all about, is just making those mistakes and learning from them and growing. But can't be too hard on yourself, can't get too down, because you're going to have those issues. And been impressed with the young group and how they've worked. And I haven't seen a lot of mistakes so far yet, but I'm sure they'll come. But that's part of it, and you just have to overcome them and learn and grow.
Peter, what have you seen from the competition for the center and the right guard spot so far? I know it's early, but what have you seen from those two spots?
I've definitely seen a ton of professionalism from all those guys, really. Austin Schlottman's been in the system, so he knows it really well, and has kind of been the anchor of that group because of how well he knows the system. But he's a pro. He's been in the league for forever, and totally what I expected in terms of his professionalism, ability, his intelligence at the center position, which you need. And so that's been awesome. And Cordell and Jackson, I think, have been really good and sledding around, but have been really on top of things schematically, which has been the biggest challenge so far since we haven't done much in the field. But everyone's really held the standards. Everyone's competing really well, and they've all been real pros about everything. I think that's been impressive.
Coogan's a Chicago guy like you. You guys found you have some stuff in common, I guess, from growing up. You know people.
Yeah, one of his teammates from high school is one of my teammates from Northwestern, so we kind of had that connection. That's how I connected with him right after the draft. But I always trust Chicago guys a little more, maybe. But yeah, it's awesome. I like having people from the area. And I discovered he's a Cubs fan, though, which is kind of crazy. He's from the South Side, but I'm from the North Side. I'm a Sox fan, so it's a little bit of a red flag on his part, but it's okay.
You talk about the rookies having to learn. How much pride or maybe responsibility you take in kind of guiding them through this offseason process?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a big ask for our veteran group, because I think there has been a ton of installs, a ton of new stuff, and I think we're a whole unit. When there's no independent contractors, so we all got to work together. And sometimes I might have something that a rookie might have remembered from that meeting, and they're going to remind me. So we all work together, rookie or veteran, and we all kind of pool our knowledge together on some of the offensive stuff as we learn it and kind of communicate that and help it. So, and obviously we'll start with veterans teaching rookies, but it's one group, everyone helps each other, and so I think that's the mentality. But yeah.
Good stuff right there from Peter Skoronski right there.
Yeah, he's so well spoken.
Was year 3 for Skoronski?
Yeah, because he's got
in year 3?
First round pick.
Yeah, 2023. 2023 was when he was
coming up. Yeah, so that was promising.
Mm-hmm.
Biggest thing that stood out to me in his comments was him talking about Cam Ward and the growth that he's already seen in him in a week.
Yeah.
Like that, I don't take that lightly coming from Skoronski. Like, I don't think he's just going to BS and throw that out there.
No, that also lets you know, Babsy, what that position holds. Like we always talk about, man, get a great team and put a guy that can do yeoman's work back there. Nah, if you got an opportunity to put a guy back there that can command and drive a team, you heard it in Skoronski. When that guy right there's humming, we going.
We're all humming.
Yeah, this is a whole different team. So that's going to be important. And I think that going back to Dabo, he understands that. He knows what it means to be able to have a guy right there. And I think us as fans that watch the game can see what that means. Like, you look at the greatest example was Sam Darnold. The confidence that he was able to play with, yes, he was with a complete team, but the confidence that he was able to play with made them a juggernaut and actually made them go win the Super Bowl. Like, it's no other reason, so you got to have somebody at that spot, man, and if we can get him there. The reason that Buffalo is in and out every year has a chance is because of what Josh Allen can do. Same thing Baltimore. Baltimore, The exact same thing. Regardless, they know what the defense was, but the thing that tilted the scale every single time was Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
So
Oof, not that weird wings, whatever he was eating. Saw that on social media. With like Kool-Aid and
I don't know what that was.
Else.
They was tripping.
Okay, before we break, let's check in Mount Juliet. George in Mount Juliet. Hey, how do you feel about the Titans right now?
I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'll tell you one of the things that really kind of surprised me and made me feel a lot better about Sala was the fact that he didn't let these rookies come in here and participate right off the get-go because he wasn't sure as to what kind of shape they were in, and they sent them into strength and conditioning before they put them out there on the field. And to me, I think that's one of the problems that we've had for a long time is we take people that aren't football shape and we put them out there and expect them to compete at a high level and they end up getting hurt. Yeah. I think that's one of the things that's hurt us. So I really like that. So I think the coaching staff, just the change in the coaching staff probably adds 3 more wins to this season.
Dang.
And the fact that we also spent a lot of money in upgrading our defense, especially the secondary, I think that gets us a couple of more wins. So I think we're probably looking at 8.
Like it.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Good stuff, George. And that's a great point. Like no rookie was allowed to do anything. They eased them in and yep. Good job. Good call, George. Agree with that. I don't know if the coaching staff is going to bring that many more wins, but to the point of the secondary, and we hit on this a little bit a couple of days ago because I felt like, that we weren't, because those free agency moves had happened so early that we didn't hit on the fact that they addressed their corner position in free agency with 2 guys that are pretty solid back there.
Yep.
And that is something that, it was an issue.
It was.
Last year, big time. I mean, I don't even remember who freaking played last year.
Yeah, that's a tough spot to be in. And clearing us up. This is year 4 for Peter Skoronski.
Yeah. So Moonshine and Mav is in the building. We got mini Moonshine.
I've been waiting on Mini Shine to come through, man. What's up, Moonshine?
5th-year option for Skoronski is what they're talking about.
Exactly.
And then extension, whatever.
Just wanted to clean that up real quick.
Okay. Yeah, you heard it. Moonshine is in the building. He has also brought his adorable little son with him. So we will talk wide receivers and all of that with Mark Mariani right after the break. Stick around, 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
Yeah. Listen here, good people. Every year you all get hyped for the big game or an announcement or a graduation or your celebration, some of that nature, and you jump up and you're ready to celebrate, and then your back lock up. Then you're sitting there looking crazy. You need help. You know what I mean? You're like, I can't move. They got to call the ambulance or something for you. That ain't what you got to do, man. You can lean on the Joint Chiropractic. That's the real MVP of Middle Tennessee. They got 17 locations all across Middle Tennessee and open days, nights, and weekends. So whenever your back decides to act up, whether that's morning, evening, or mid-celebration, they're ready for you. Best part, no insurance needed, no appointments needed. You just walk right in, tell them Big Slate sent you, and they're going to get you right. You get the consultation, the exam, and the adjustment for $29. That's it, just $29. Adjustments start as low as $21. The deal right there deserves its own show. The Joint's got your back literally, people. I'm telling you that right now. All you got to do is hit them up, thejoint.com. Hit them right now, thejoint.com. Welcome back in to 3HL right here on 104.5 The Zone, locked and loaded with us on this Friday. What's happening, good people, man? Y'all dive in. The chat is popping. You're streaming all around the world. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
You can't miss us, man. And you've heard the conversations that are going on. My question for the people out there, where are you? What's your feeling? Like, I know it's only been 1 week. I know it. I understand that. I promise you. I get it. But it's coupled with what's taken place since February. Now that you're starting to get everything and you're starting to go in a direction, is that direction calming to you, or do you got 3 seatbelts on and you holding on to the little thing where you put your little coat, your dry cleaners on, or you holding on to that?
The Oceano.
Yes, the Oceano hook.
Yeah. Mr. Babs always tries to find that in the truck when he's riding with me.
That's a good name.
Yeah.
That's a good name right there.
Yeah.
So we got Babsy. We have in the building with us right now Moonshine Mark Mariani. Y'all heard it before we went off, man. Mark Mariani, now a part of Titans Radio, former Titan himself, Pro Bowl Titan, is now right there on the sidelines holding it down.
Let's go.
Come on, Moonshine.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
What up, Moonshine?
I haven't been introduced like that yet, and I got to be honest with you. I always felt like I was already an official part of the radio programming here at 104.5, but now it's really official.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's awesome. They put that out the other day. Again, I always say this, but you guys are part of the problem.
Yep.
You guys keep putting a live mic in front of me, and so when the opportunity came, I was like, hey, listen, I would love to be a part of it. And we could talk about Titans, we could talk about, but a little trip down memory lane, and the sad part of the story is, I've been watching those jobs since Frank Wycheck was there and Coach Mack, and to see the stability, one part of the stability in the organization was Titans Radio for so long, and then we lose Mike Keith, and we get Zarzer, and now we have, now we lose the legend.
Yep.
And so forever, it was like those jobs are never going to be. Now it was like, Titans Radio is also new beginnings and a lot of new faces, and I'm honored to be a part of it. And we all are gonna go try to carry the torch, man. Coach Mack and Moan are big shoes to fill. Yeah. So anyway. I'm very excited to be part of the team.
Are you nervous?
Yeah. I got to talk to you. I'm going to call everybody in the business. I love this, though. I got to tell you, we have a Friday thing during football season. That's pretty normal or pretty regular. And then even leading up to the draft, I was tapped in a couple times, and it felt like it was a little bit of a routine. But when I'm not with you guys, I just miss you so bad. I miss you so bad on Friday afternoons, man. Golly. So I'm excited about the challenge. Now, listen, I'm taking it. I'm very serious about it. I want to figure out what makes a good sideline reporter. I want to figure out who does it best. I want to try to pull wisdom from whoever I can. So, yeah, I'm excited about the challenge, but I definitely know that I got to, I'm not just going to show up and try to freelance. I got to go figure it out. And so we'll be talking.
Yes.
I was saying, you got a great resource right across the
I know. That's
room
what I'm
here.
saying. I know.
It'll be awesome. We can't wait to hear you. Do you know schedule-wise, like, will you go on the road? How does it work? Because I know there's a couple of you guys doing it, former players.
They have a handful, and I was with a bunch of the guys the other night for the big announcement party, but I don't think it's set in stone yet. There's a few different things.
It'll probably depend on schedules.
Yeah, and I think, I think it has to do, I think Dyson's involved, and they want him to do some Music City Miracle stuff. They're going to incorporate the last year of the stadium in with who the rotation how it goes awesome. Or whatever. Yeah. So there's going to be a season-long extra party going on because of the farewell to the stadium.
That's great. Well, good. Well, we are proud of you, and we're excited to see. I know you'll shine. I said, what did we put the 1.5 over under when we get a let's go on the sideline from Moonshine? I said definitely under 1.5.
Under?
Like under amount of games it would take for you to give us a let's go.
Oh, I'm talking about per game. Like, what's my own? But also the one and only Dawn Davenport used to hate it, and now she loves it.
She says it all the time.
She loves
I
it.
say it all the time now.
She welcomes herself on the show like
Yes,
that.
yes.
No,
Hey, before we talk Titans, can we talk about this little dude sitting next to you? What up, Mav? Do you want to say hi to the people? No.
No, get out of here,
Come on, man.
Say what up.
Come on, man.
What up?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh my gosh, he's a mini moonshine.
This is my guy.
I love it.
Tighten up.
There you go, Mav.
Boy,
There you go, Mav.
Are you gonna let him play football?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Okay.
whatever. We got nothing. We got a lot of flag years left in front of us.
Yes, he's young.
But yeah, and we just went and ransacked the team store the other day, so we got a Cam Ward jersey dialed up,
Boom.
fresh as can be.
Ready.
I
That's
like it. It looks
that's
good.
as clean as it's gonna be too. Those things, man. He'll be wearing that for a week straight now that it's summer. But yeah, I got my guy here, man. My guy.
That's
Love
good. Okay, you want to talk Titans?
Absolutely.
We have, I mean, just exhausted talk about wide receivers. So
Yeah,
why
that's
don't
fine. We don't have to do that.
No, we do because now we have an expert in.
I don't know about. Well, listen, I'll just say this, and I'm sure you guys have been talking about it all day, but I'm jacked.
Yeah.
I'm so jacked, and I'm always very optimistic, and I bet I go down with the sinking Titan ship of 3-14 last year. But I'll be honest with you, all you have to do is pull up maybe the top 5 guys starting the season in the wide receiver room, starting the season a year ago, and then bring it to now. And I'm talking like this fires me up. I mean, guys, when we just got Wan'Dale Robinson, this dude, you guys check these stats, and I might have to be fact checked here. This guy had 140 targets for 2 straight years as the number 2, kind of, to Malik Neighbors up in New York.
Yep.
When we brought him in, it was like, man, we got a solid dude. Now, have you seen him? I mean, Wan'Dale is like,
I say tiny.
He real small.
Him and Mav about
Real
the
small,
same-
but I'll
same
tell you what,
size.
I got more respect for him after seeing him. I'm like,
What he's
dude,
doing that, yeah.
you got 140 targets
Yeah.
a season? That's my guy. I'm like,
Yeah.
throw me the rock,
Yeah.
dude. But yeah, he's
Sean
pretty
was
small.
Like, damn it! If only.
I know. I would just turn it back. Just rewind me. But no, so just adding him is I think huge. He knows the offense. Same with Bellinger and Schlottman. I heard Skoronski on the way in talking about him. Okay, so you have that. Here's what people aren't talking about that I think is going to be huge for this team because you have to have one is Calvin Ridley.
Yeah.
I think having Calvin back, he was a team captain last year, and it was rocky. It was a rocky year, and it was up and down,
Putting it
and he was.
nicely.
Well, I'm just saying his season. He was injured,
Fought back.
but you got a room with Alec Ayumanner, Wan'Dale Robinson, Calvin Ridley, and now you draft Carnell Tate, and you have a Pro Bowl return man who Chim DK, who's going to be, at minimum a tool, a package guy who has plays and they try to get the ball to in different ways. So you got 5 guys in that room right off the top, and then we're not even talking about the depth yet, but that have all now proven that they can play in this league with Alec doing what he did last year and Chim. And man, you just look at it and go, we got options, man.
Yeah.
We got options in that room. And then you add Calvin, who was the team captain last year, who's, I still think got some gas left in the tank. And I'm just really excited for what this room has become in a very, very short amount of time.
Very short.
I agree.
Now, shifting from that, because have you had an opportunity to see Carnell Tate yet?
I haven't.
Okay, so I want to shift from that though and pick up from where we left off because what you got?
I want to say one thing.
Okay, go ahead.
I am also what I've heard about him and seen about him. I think it could be over the moon.
Yeah.
But as Titans fans are driving, everybody's swerving out there because if you've been around here long enough, we got PTSD.
Yes.
We got PTSD.
Like where you at?
From first and second round wide receivers in this organization. Besides A.J. Brown, I mean, I got a list that goes back to when I played with like Dorial Green Beckham and like Kendall.
That's right.
And Justin Hunter. I mean, second rounders. But
right.
you
I
got
thought
Corey
Wright was
Davis.
gonna
I
be
mean,
that
there were
speedy guy too.
There
Yeah.
were so many guys.
Yeah.
So many that was like, whoa. And then you go back to the trade with Traylon. Like, we got PTSD of these receivers. But anyway, I had to put that on the airwaves. Now I can check, you guys can check me back down the road. But it looks like this is a dude now.
Yeah. And I want to say overall, Shine, this is where I was. I compared it, compared to, you had a crock pot and you're cooking. You got the crock pot on, you're throwing ingredients in there, but it's always bubbling. It's bubbling. When you cook in the crock pot, you don't necessarily go in there that day. It's better the next day. When you've turned it off, it's settled, it's on warm, it's just right there, everything, all the seasonings and everything, settling in the roast, the thing get to taste real good, Mav, and you like, oh, I can't wait. And your mama come in there and she smack her hand and say, Mav, get your hand off there. It ain't ready yet. You got to let it settle a little bit. So when it stop bubbling and you come in, you get the smell, you're like, oh, some smell good here. Who's in here cooking?
You're right.
So I say that compared to the Titans, it feels like it's a little calmer right now.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about, you take it where you want to. I said from bringing what you mentioned, the coaching staff to the upper management, all of it. Right now, in February, I did not feel like this.
Yeah.
I ain't feel like this.
Yeah.
Yesterday, starting today, I feel a little different.
Well, I was on this show and I get reminded of it. This is funny because I get reminded of it when I argued with you guys about why I didn't want Brian Daboll.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because why?
Yep.
Because he's too qualified to be our offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Yes.
So to your point, Slay, in February, we're sitting here looking at the coaching hires and we're going through.
Yep.
And we're just like, man, no way we get Saleh and Daboll.
Both
That's
of them,
ridiculous. And I'm like, and we're sitting here and it's done.
Yeah.
And we talked about it over the break. I just got nothing but love for John Fossil, Bones, our special teams coordinator. You got a coaching staff with Gus Bradley full of guys who have done it before and who's giving you that feeling, Slay, because he's giving it to you because that's where it all starts, from the top down. It's coming out of that locker room. It's coming from the players. It's coming from through the media. We got an absolute assassin at quarterback, okay? Who just demands excellence. He wants to grind. He wants the work. He doesn't want anybody to like celebrate him. He just oh dude, I love Camp Ward. So that's why you feel that way, is because that's who we've got to hire. So now we're moving in this direction. And we talked all up in leading the draft. Why do we want Jeremiah Love? Why did we want Jeremiah Love? Because we wanted somebody that would be a resource for Cam Ward. We feel like we have this dude. We needed somebody. Gosh, we hope we get him. Gosh. Well, guess what? We didn't even say Carnell Tate's name.
Nope.
And that night, when they called his name, I think we were in the same room. I was like, that is the dude.
Yep, you sure did.
That is the dude.
Yep.
And I was shocked, man.
Yeah.
I was shocked because we just didn't think of it. But I'm like, wait. That's why we wanted Cam Ward's resource. We wanted it. I mean, these guys are going to play together for the next 5 years minimum, 4 years, 5 years, whatever. I'm like, that is what we did.
Yeah.
We gave it to him.
Yep.
We gave him a weapon that they can grow together, a Burrow and a Jamar Chase, dude. So anyway, I just, man, it's going in the right direction. I love it. I again, I know, Don, you mentioned it on the way in. I'm very worried about this offensive line, but I still am I'll still have an excuse in my back pocket.
Yeah.
We had like the 31st ranked strength of schedule last week, or however you want to look at it. Second hardest, or maybe first hardest, whatever it was. We ran the gauntlet with.
It didn't expect
and it wasn't
to be
supposed
that
to be.
bad.
With a coaching issues and a rookie quarterback who almost made it 18 games, 17 games.
Yeah.
We ran a quarterback draw, which we haven't ran all year.
Yeah.
So let's get our quarterback hurt on the last week of the season when our coaching staff's getting fired. Anyway, we don't got to go down there. We don't got to go that way. That's so far in the rear view. Anyway, point is our quarterback's a savage. Yeah. We went 3-14 in a real bad year, and now we're taking off. It's going to be a different year.
Remind me, who were your quarterbacks? Did you have VY, Kerry Collins? What? I can't remember.
How about that? My rookie year, I had Vince and Kerry, and then we drafted Jake Locker.
Oh, that's
and we
right.
had Hasselbeck and we had Fitzpatrick that time.
Holy crap, you went through all of
Oh,
that.
man. And I was here for a little bit of like, who started after that? Like Charlie Whitehurst was here. And then
Clipboard Jesus.
That's your boy.
We just talked about him
Yeah,
last
so
week.
wild stuff. I mean, you guys, when I was a rookie, again, this is in the rear view, but that was when Vince decided he wasn't going to get along with the front office and management anymore.
That was year 2 for him, right?
No, he was on his way out. It was like year
okay.
4 or 5.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Or more.
You were
Like, yeah,
later
he
than
was,
I
I
thought.
think he was on his,
That's right.
2010. I think he was on his like last year of his deal. I can't.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I was wide eyed. I was like, dang, this is a crazy thing. This is
a crazy world.
Wild what we're doing.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
VY never jumped in the playbook, did he?
Oh, man. Well, VY, dude, he was arguably one of the greatest college
Moonshine's trying to
quarterbacks
be nice.
of all time and didn't have to jump in the
No, he
playbook.
didn't.
Right.
So, like,
But it got him later in his NFL career.
well, sure, but he's got a statue in Texas.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, like it's.
No,
I remember
fair
watching.
enough.
I remember when he first stepped foot on that Texas
I'll
campus.
never forget
campus.
watching him in
Yeah.
college games.
Yeah.
I mean, just unbelievable.
He wasn't. I went to the what do they call it? Cream and orange. What's their spring game? You did their spring game before, didn't you? Have you done
Yeah,
their
the
spring game?
orange and white.
Yeah, it's an orange and white game. I went to that when I was getting ready for the draft. VY wasn't even in college yet, but they brought him on campus and brought him on the sideline. I'm sitting in the stands, and I mean, they erupted.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, who the hell?
It was
like,
from the get go. They
like, what is
were
this?
in love with
they was
him.
like,
yeah.
that's Vince Young. He's supposed to be coming here next year. I'm like, who the hell is Vince Young? Yeah. You know what I mean? They was looking at me like, you don't know Vince Young? We went out later on the strip.
Yeah.
He walked in there. I was like, oh, dude got to
yeah.
be the truth. He's in high school at this time.
Yeah.
He was already a god down there at first. So I was like, man, wow, okay. And then I got to see what he did. And
It was insane.
everything's advertised. Yeah.
Hey, I don't know if I gotta get kicked out or not, but
No,
I'd love
you gotta leave?
No, I don't. I'd love to tell you what else I'm excited about the Tennessee Titans if we have after
We'd
the
love to
break,
hear
if we can do that.
Perfect.
Is that all right
Are
with
you
you guys?
good with sticking?
Oh, I'd love to.
Matt,
Matt,
you
you want
do?
to stay a little longer, bud? Yeah. Okay.
All right.
We got another
He's
segment.
really the boss. So
Yes,
there we
that's
go.
right.
All right. Well, more with Moonshine. What he is also really excited about when it comes to the Titans after the break. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Bird ain't right. That is all I have to say. I'll tell you what is right. It's Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. And maybe it is time to upgrade your windows and your doors, replacement windows, replacement doors. Pella is who you need to call. That's who I use. That's who we used in our rental property and our home. And they have been absolutely phenomenal. I have loved the experience. And, you may be surprised to learn how affordable replacement windows and doors can be from Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. Even more affordable in the month of May, thanks to the Dawn deal for May. All you have to do when you schedule a free consultation with them is tell them that you would also like the Dawn deal. Include that in your paperwork, and you can buy 3, get 1 free on windows and have no payments, no interest for 2 full years. 2 years to pay off your new windows and doors. Get yourself Pellified. Schedule your free consultation. Check out the Dawn deal. You can do it easily online. Your web address, PellaNashville.com. That's Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville.
Buddy Allen, FloorandHome.com. This is an OG Nashville business. They have been doing this thing for a long, long time. I remember watching their ads on the Ralph Emery Show when I was a kid. Buddy Allen, FloorandHome.com, the website built on tradition, designed for the way that you live today. Buddy Allen Floor and Home. Now through May 31st, with approved credit, get 0 interest for 18 months. Buddy Allen doesn't just sell carpet. They make floor covering, kitchen, and bath projects simple. From imagination to installation. From hardwood, carpet, tile, and more, to stunning kitchen and bathroom remodels to fit your style and budget. Pick your cabinetry, countertops, plumbing fixtures, shower doors, bathtubs, hardware, lighting, and flooring all in one spot. Plus, their design experts walk you through every step. Measurements, materials, professional installation. So there are no surprises, just beautiful results the Buddy Allen way. Buddy Allen will help you create space that you will be proud to call home. Buddy Allen, flooranthome.com, 2405 at Lebanon Pike and Donaldson, 615-883-3289. That's 615-883-3289. Buddy Allen, flooranthome.com.
Welcome back into 3HL right here on 104.5 The Zone. Good people, we're still rocking and rolling, and we're glad you're rocking and rolling with us. Shine left us off, man. And I say Shine for everybody joining us, Mark Mariani.
This is his new nickname now?
Yeah,
You just shortened it to Shine?
You know what I mean? I got Shine.
I like it.
Shine is actually pretty sweet.
You feel me? That's all I'm saying. Now you joining Titans Radio, you got to be Shine. You know?
Officially.
Yeah.
I haven't been.
This was Mark Mariani when he was a Pro Bowler.
Oh.
Now in his radio career, it's Moonshine or Shine. Moonshine on the radio.
No, he was Moonshine when he was a Pro Bowler, too.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
So, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So now he's shining in his afterlife.
Moonshine, yeah.
That's crazy. That was a long time ago.
Long time ago. Shine, you left us off talking about what else you're excited about, though. What else?
All right. We're gonna get off that side of the ball.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go to the defensive side of the ball.
Word.
And I've said it before, and I'm gonna hit it again. But there's some players that were drafted last year that I think are going to take a massive step this year.
All right.
The first one's Kevin Winston, and it's not even close.
Okay.
That guy is going to lead our defense.
Like that.
Really?
I mean, he is going to take a massive step this year. And from everything that was coming out pre-draft last year, we drafted him because he was hurt and everything. He gets banged up this year. He is going to take a massive step. But the guy who's going to take a bigger step this year is Femi Oladejo. And here's why. Here's what I'm excited about this defense. Him and Jermaine Johnson, right? This is a traditional 4-down defense that we have a problem in the A and the B gap with John Franklin Myers and Big Jeff. We have a problem in there. And even throw Kendrick Falk in there too, because we have a problem on the interior. We are going to ask these edge guys to do one thing. Go get the quarterback. There is no pick up your hand and drop into the flat. You might have to cover the tight end. Hey, if the running back's out of the backfield, you might have to pick him up. Hey, check your reads. Well, you can't blitz. You can't get upfield. You might have to. Obviously, a DN has to set the edge and play the run and all those things. But you get to be so singularly focused on one thing, and that is go get the quarterback for 3 straight downs. And that's what a DN wants to do. You can't take a young guy like Femi, who had a bad year last year. I mean, not a great year for what we drafted him as. He's a big, strong, thick dude who's just dense, and he just can't move him. He's a freak in the weight room, and he's got this like grown man strength that. And I just want to say, dude, there's not going to be a lot for you to learn today, this year. Go get him. One thing, go get him. You and Jermaine Johnson. One thing, get after the quarterback, and that is it. We have the run lanes covered. We have an absolute savage in Cedric Gray and Anthony Hill who are going to fly around and make a dozen tackles a game between them, both of them, I mean. I just love that this is putting guys in a best position to be successful, because we've had talent, but we've just been doing all this crazy, exotic stuff with them. Like, listen, I understand that if you can get a lot out of these guys and make them do different things, and this Arvell Reese, this hybrid thing, it's really attractive right now and trendy, or whatever you want to say, where guys can do everything. They can stand up. They can come from wherever. I get it. It's cool. It's cool. But if you can also take a guy and just say, your strengths are this, and this, just go do that every play. We're not going to ask you to do much else. I just think the effectiveness is going to be through the roof. It puts guys in their natural positions. It takes a young guy who's been thinking too much and just unleashes them. So we are worried about the edge. I'm worried about the edge. I just like the fact that our defense is going to have structure. We're going to have a problem for the center and guard on the inside. They're going to have to give help in there. And you're going to have a lot of one-on-one battles for those 2 and 3 dudes that are going to be rushing every time. And you have one job, go get the quarterback. So I just think that's going to bode well for this defense, and I'm excited about that. That,
to his point, this is what you brought up with Big Jeff on, I don't know if you saw, was it a podcast with Logan Ryan? Yeah, and he was talking about the new staff, the new defensive scheme, and all of that, and it is just go get the quarterback.
Really?
Yeah. He said that, if I'm not mistaken, Big Jeff said that when they were out there, what's before OTAs? The voluntary workout? What is it? Yeah. So he was out there for that. Said he was going through it with Saleh and the defensive, the D-line coach. He said he went back to his old methods of 2 was on him, and he anchored. And he said they blew the whistle and stopped practice. What are you doing? Like, dude, we need you to go be disruptive. Get the quarterback off his spot. Like, go.
Yeah.
He said, what? He said, so you just want me to just go? He was like, yes.
3 downs in a row. 3 downs in a row.
Be disruptive. Yeah. He said, we want you to change, move the line of scrimmage every single time. And Big Jeff was like, man, he said, after that, I knew I had to go back to Texas to work out because I got to get in great shape.
Wow.
So it's like, hearing them talk like that, dog, it's like, okay.
And that's Big Jeff. That's a guy that's been around and seen it all already. already playing at a high
pro.
level.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude,
This is
he's
top
already
2 D tackle in the league, if not one.
hands down.
This past
So
year.
somebody in the chat said, I'm worried about Femi panning out. So that's good to hear. I mean, there have been question marks with him.
100%. There are question marks, but if on second and third down, if he's on the field 2 out of 3 snaps, whatever his role is, it may not be every down, but if all they say is, hey, master this craft, dude, you're going to have a lot of one-on-ones this year. We have we have the best D tackle in the league, and then we sign in free agency another one who is just as, he is on the same level, or he's a top 10 guy in the NFL. We got a problem on the interior. All you have to do, I want you to work every day and master your craft. Rush
They didn't
the quarterback.
use him right last year.
No, the defense was too exotic. It wasn't a base 4-down system, and that's what Saleh does. And teams that can get to the quarterback without sending blitzers, without a secondary, a safety coming, whatever it takes, an extra guy in the box. That's how you win football games. That you have another guy on the back end. You're disruptive with 4 guys, sometimes a 5th. Now guess who reaps the benefits? Your corners, your safeties, your guys in coverage, and you got a quarterback who has to worry about 4-down linemen. The Giants won 2 Super Bowls with Strahan and the boys doing that. It's just that's the way, the old school way. The basic defense that you win. Now you can mix it up. Now you got playmakers. Now you send whoever, Anthony Hill and Kevin Winston, or whoever you want.
Scheme up pressure.
Yeah, you scheme it up. Yeah. But you're going to ask these young guys to do a couple things really, really well and not just overload them with 1,000 different things. And what they're going to be asked to do on the edge is go get the guy with the pigskin. Every play.
Yes. I think, Zeph, do you have Saleh? Saleh talked about Femi yesterday, didn't he?
Yeah, what we should expect to see from Femi Oladejo working in this new defense.
Yeah.
I think when you look at someone like Femi, who's, he checks every box. When he looks unbelievable walking off the bus, right? And he's got great length, he's got great speed. For him, it's going to come down to putting on pads and playing with the violence that we ask for out of the defensive line. Different than a 3-14, and it's not to say that he's not a violent person. He can play with violence, but you're not really asked when you're just sitting there setting edges and the way outside linebackers play. We get off the ball, we're in your face. There is a learning curve. So right now it's more just fine-tuning his movements with regards to pass rush and understanding pad level and the way we ask our guys to get off. But the true growth will happen once training camp hits.
And okay, I know we got to go to break, but that is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
You are going to focus for the next 4 months till opening day kickoff. You're going to focus on mastering one thing, and that's one-on-one on the edge. You don't have to be an outside linebacker. Right. You weren't at UCLA. Go get the quarterback every play. And then we're going to ask you to set the edge. We're going to blitz off you. You might have to, just drop into coverage and get some of those big guy picks every once in a while, but that's going to be schemed up. Yeah. And so anyway, we have a guy that we drafted in the second round last year that hasn't done anything. Now there's another piece that adds more value to the situation of stability. Now we're driving a convertible instead of a sedan.
You better
Cardi got no room.
We'll be able to take it off. We will be able to take it off. Yeah, I'm with
Nasty.
that.
Maybe we can use the word nasty
We're
about
begging.
this defense.
Been
Yes.
3 years.
All right, we got a break,
All right,
but real quick,
Mavi.
yes, Mav, do you want to give everybody a shout out on the way out?
Send us to break, brother. Get in here.
What you got, Mav?
Tighten up.
That's
6, 7.
That's Love it. Yes, my boy. Mark Mariani, moonshine.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Gupton, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram. That's where you need to go to get that next new vehicle. Whether you're looking for a car, truck, SUV, or Jeep, Gupton is your spot. Gupton Motors, your home for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Check out the latest lineup. Adventure-ready SUVs built for Tennessee roads. Ram trucks with the power, capability, and toughness to get the job done. Stylish, comfortable Chrysler cars. Perfect for everyday driving. Huge selection of new vehicles and a team that makes buying easy. Exciting news, there is a brand new Gupton location just up the street from the original. Tom Austin Highway is still the street they are on, 3224 Tom Austin Highway. Gupton_Motors on Instagram. You can find them there about 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. Check them out online, GuptonMotors.com. All of the dealership information is there. Address, phone number, all of the deals they have going on in the month of May, and they also have the inventory right there online, GuptonMotors.com. All of the new vehicles, all of the pre-owned vehicles, tremendous selection. New location right up the road, 3224 Tom Austin Highway. Experience the difference at Gupton Motors in Springfield. For the best buying experience, you got to go to Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Good afternoon. It is 5:05. I'm Joe Spanano, live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports at the Mid-Kentucky Downs Studios. Congratulations to the Tennessee Lady Ball softball team who are headed back to Oklahoma City with a victory over Georgia in the Knoxville Super Regional today. The softball team for Tennessee is headed to the Women's College World Series. Tonight in the NBA playoffs continue as the Spurs host the Thunder. Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals. Series tied at 1 apiece. Tip-off is at 7:30 on NBC. For all your foundation repair waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news on once in your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Welcome in, good people, to 3HL right here on 104.5 The Zone. Taking you into the weekend the right way this Memorial Day weekend. Getting ready to get the grills fired up. Looks like the rain's going to hold off, especially for tomorrow. A little bit of Sunday.
That would be nice.
Man, you can get out there, smoke what you need, get what you need going. You get your fun in the sun, and then be ready for Monday because the rain will be back probably for the whole week.
Yeah, I saw that. What are you doing this weekend? Are you cooking?
I'm probably gonna fire the grill up on Sunday.
Grilling.
Yeah, because I ain't cooking.
I have been told that cooking is not, or grilling is not cooking.
No, that's not. No, you're grilling. You're out there on the grill. You're in the heat. You're in the midst of it.
You got your nasty grill towel on.
Yeah, buddy. I'm gonna be able to show the people what I'm doing, man. I'm gonna go pick up some meat probably tomorrow morning. Do it on Sunday. Try to get it out the way Sunday before it starts raining later that Sunday night and have it ready for Monday where I ain't got to do nothing.
I know when we first looked at the weather, it was like pure rain for like the next 7 straight days. And now it looks, I think we're at what, a 20% chance tomorrow or something? So
hopefully it jumps out.
We get the weekend.
We need it, man.
Yes, and everybody out there, be safe if you're traveling or heading out for a holiday weekend. I know school's out. And
yes, it is.
Everybody is all over the show.
Yeah.
Traffic today was insane. I don't know if it's people
rain,
leaving
man.
town.
I think a little bit of that.
And the rain.
Yep.
Yeah, nobody can drive in the rain.
No, and then the ponding water, like it's But good people, Babs is in the building.
What up? Happy Friday. Let's go. Mayor is on assignment. He'll be back next week at some point. Shout out to Slay for grabbing a 12-pack of sparkling ice so that I can drink this black cherry sparkling ice.
Good stuff.
Making me feel better. Ron Slay is in the building.
I'm in the building.
Let's go.
What's happening, good people? Zephyr behind the glass.
What up, Zeph?
Yeah, good old Zephyr.
What up? I heard the boys on the morning show were imitating you this morning.
Yeah, I wouldn't listen to it. It was all right. It was all right.
It was okay. All right. So Zeph pulled, I know we've been talking a ton of Titans all day. We've had amazing guests. Moonshine was phenomenal. Somebody in the chat said, how about we call Moonshine Sunshine, like S-O-N.
That's a good
Sunshine.
one.
Like, I love it.
That's a good one.
Now,
And he got the blonde
I don't know if he wants to be called Sunshine, but
and he had to have the Cali roots or something. You know.
Yeah. But hey, I mean, isn't his wife has Cali roots?
There you go.
Yeah.
So it all blends in.
So there you go.
Got it genetically.
There you go.
Cool.
But let's switch gears a little bit because Athlon Sports released one of my favorite things they do every year, and that is the anonymous SEC coaching comments on conference foes, right? You know, whenever you can be anonymous, you never know what's going to come out. So this is always one of my favorite things just because I feel like it's pretty honest.
Right.
So Zev pulled all of these for us. Should we start with Tennessee?
I mean, why
Okay.
not? Oh, you got us?
Before we read through these, I just want you to feel the difference in the thoughts behind the Vols, between Vols and Vandy. This is from anonymous, so these are from anonymous SEC coaches about their conference opponents. Like how they look at the Vols versus how they look at Vandy, despite both teams being in similar situations, very intriguing to me.
Okay. Like from a respect standpoint, maybe?
And expectation standpoint.
Okay.
As well. So do you want to dive into it?
Yeah, start us off. Let's do Vols first.
Okay, for the Vols, here are some of the quotes from an anonymous SEC coach. Having the Joey Aguilar deal not go their way is a good thing for the SEC because they're unproven at quarterback. Quote 2, it's a pivotal year for them to succeed. I don't think they'll be better. Quote 3, without a veteran quarterback in that system, you don't feel the same energy and excitement around the program. Every time we face them or versions of them, it all runs through the quarterback and how confident he is at stretching the field and how mobile he is. Quote 4,
that is fair.
They want to run the ball, but do they have enough of a threat downfield to open up the run lanes? This time they were extremely potent, or the last time they were extremely potent was when former offensive coordinator Alex Golish was there.
None of that is false to me.
But it's pretty I would say on the negative side of how they view, and rightfully so, because I think they're right. Vols are unproven at quarterback because you have two guys who have no.
Well, why is it negative then if it's right?
I said it on the negative side. I'm not saying it's they're bashing them. It's just more of a negative a negative outlook towards the Vols' expectations going into this season.
No.
Part of that is also because of Hype's offense, and it does run through his quarterback.
Yeah.
And his quarterback's ability to throw the ball downfield. And
they do want to run the ball.
Run tempo and get that ball out fast.
And the reason they're able to run the ball because the lanes are open.
And running the football,
I don't think this is negative at all. The only one that I would squint at would be
the last time they were extremely potent?
No, I think that's right, too, without a veteran. No,
Which I really like that the last time they were extremely potent was when former offensive coordinator Alex Golish was there, because now he's at Auburn.
Yeah, but so I will push back on that one because 2 years ago with that running game, that was phenomenal. Dylan Sampson was a different animal. The year they went to the college football playoff.
I would push back a little bit on that, but I guess
potent's
a
I
pretty
get what he's
strong
saying.
word, though. Yeah,
I get what he's saying. What he's saying. Just because Nico didn't hit on those long balls, so that hurt.
And that's why the offense didn't run like it was supposed to.
Right. I think that's all factual. Mm-hmm. And the other part is you don't feel the same energy and excitement around the program because everybody's sitting on their hands waiting to see who's at quarterback. You usually know who's got the helm, who's at the helm of the quarterback spot.
Well, and what's kind of the talk that George McIntyre is not
being it sounds like Faison is the one that's starting to become the leader in that clubhouse, per se.
There's a lot of unknowns. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a whole lot.
But when you compare it to Vandy, would you say Tennessee and Vandy are in similar situations with their quarterback room?
No, I would think Vandy's in a worse situation. One, because of the defense. The defense not returning all of those guys.
You lost all those leaders.
Man, you lost a whole lot. Then you lost an All-American in Diego Pavia.
Yeah.
Regardless if he was ranked as one of anything. Yeah,
he's
exactly.
a Heisman candidate.
Yeah, you lose him. I don't give a damn who you got right there backing him up. You ain't seen him yet, so he's not him. This was an electric lightning rod of a player. Mm-hmm. Not only for what he did on the field, but what he did socially, culturally, economically for Vanderbilt. That was different, man.
I agree.
Okay. So keep that in mind because I'll tell you how I took this after I read it, and then we can get your reaction to see if we differ. So for Vandy, first quote, do I think they'll be as good without Diego Pavia there? No, absolutely not. Do I think they'll be competitive in there and somewhere in the middle? Yes, absolutely. The time with Diego will help them recruit at a higher level, and they'll have more sustained success than they've had, but they won't be the same level in the next year or two without Diego. I think the injection and belief that swag that Pavia brought to the program can definitely carry over. They fed off it, then it became more than just him. Offensive coordinator Tim Beck does such a great job of being so fundamentally sound in what they do. There's repetitiveness of technique and play calling, but there's a multiplicity in the pre-snap looks and the pre-snap motions that make it a complete pain. To me, the trend, the tone, let me call it the tone of how this anonymous coach is talking about Vandy, way more positive in his tone than what we heard from the anonymous coach about Tennessee. That's how I took it reading this just straight up.
Now, let me ask you this, though. Is that just a respect level for Clark Lee and how he is and his personality as opposed to hype?
Yes.
I mean, I think
right
that
now.
might.
Right now today.
Right. And the hype's been there a while. And,
Yeah.
you know,
Like this is my take on it. It's exactly what I said in January. For people out there that's expecting that to roll over, me as a Vol fan, I've been in that seat. I know exactly what they're talking about because the success that was right there of everything that whoever this anonymous person was that mentioned all this, for all of these facts, for the simple reason, yes, that confidence does bleed over into the fan base and to people that are watching it, because it was the same thing when Hendon Hooker was put in that spot for Heupel. We thought, man, he can put anybody in that spot, and this thing gonna boom. He can put Joe Milton right there. Oh, Joe he couldn't get efficient enough to hit the guys, but when he did, it was explosive. So when Joe left, whoever was right there to fill the void net, you got a 5+ star guy coming in, and Nico. Oh yeah, hurry up and give him the keys. This is gonna be like it was. We always said, like it was when Hendon took over. So yeah, I think all of this is accurate, but my pushback on it is, you're forgetting it wasn't just all about the other team. It's the same thing we heard what Skoronski just said about Cam Ward. When this dude is humming, we all humming. When Diego Pavia is humming, they all humming. It wasn't nobody else in the center of that locker room putting out viral videos and going crazy. That was him that was injecting that. Now, granted, what Clark Lee did was made people believe too. He went and got a guy that was foolish enough to believe that he could change it too, and that was Diego Pavia, along with his OC, and he did do it. So now it is a belief. That's exact. It's trending to that, no question about it. The part that people got to understand is when it became more about than just Diego Pavia, you're right. It became more about the team. But that team was the same ones that came up with them, that developed with them, that gained experience with them, and they were elder statesmen in that conference and on that team, and they're gone.
They're gone.
That was my only pushback to people like the Vandy fans, everything like, dog, it's hard to replenish that and have retention for that level of commitment, excellence, experience. Like, that is tough to do, man. So I get what they're saying. Yeah, you're supposed to believe in this because that's all you know from the last 2 years. You literally believe whatever I put in this spot is going to take the torch and run with it. But, man, it's a lot of times, the majority of the times, it don't happen like that. Looking at Arch. Looking at, you know what I mean? Looking at what's my man that transferred from Oklahoma to
John Mateer.
Like, yeah. It's plenty. The guy that transferred from Duke, we're going to get to see it again. He going down to Miami this year. Will he be able to make Miami rekindle what they had with Carson Beck? You know, there you go. It's tough, man. It's tough to do it. So I get what they're saying, but that's right now. When they get out there on that field, and don't forget, the other part of that is this Vandy team these last 2 years, not necessarily was sneaking up on people, but they hadn't arrived. They've arrived. Now
they're on the map.
They're on the map. You know what I mean? So now when you walk into other places, no, we ain't. You heard, what was it, 2 years ago, they showed the behind the scenes. I think it was the Auburn game when the Auburn people, they were like, man, you got to get motivated for this game. You got to find a reason. You ain't got to do that no more. You ain't got to do that no more. They own everybody's radar, and they want to get some get back. So I totally get what he's saying, but, man, it don't roll like that, dog. And if it does, big time salute to the recruiters, everybody that's getting them in there. But, man, where we are today is forever changing. Yeah. Because of the retention, because of the transfer portal, because of NIL, you no longer get to depend on the guys outside of what Ohio State has been able to do with Jeremiah Smith and his quarterback and be able to keep those guys. We talked to Carnell Tate. We asked him and Keldrick Falk, man, why didn't y'all leave? We're loyal. Everybody ain't. And it take a whole lot more in football than it does in basketball to have everybody be on that same page and pushing in the same direction. It's difficult in football, man. Babsy out there every week after week after week talking to these people, and you still don't get to see it like that. It's somebody new every single time, man. So, hey, we gonna see, man. we gonna see.
It's gonna be fascinating.
It's gonna be interesting to watch.
So, do y'all agree that there's definitely a different tone between what the anonymous coach is saying about
I do, but
I agree,
I
because
see
at
why.
first I was like, Zeph's just being typical Tennessee.
Like, and I'm not saying the stuff about Tennessee was wrong because it's not.
No,
I just
but you are absolutely right.
You're
Because
right,
like
it
Slay
is.
said coming in, if you look and what he just hit on, no Diego, no, and that team was more than Diego, even though he was the face of it. Like, he brought others along with him, and they had so much experience on that offensive line
And the
then
receivers, the tight
defensive
end,
guys,
O-line,
and they're all gone.
They all gone. Running backs?
Yes.
Remember they would have
So-
got their own running back, Like, dog.
Yes. So it's a completely different world now. And I absolutely agree with you that it was a very soft analysis of Vanderbilt compared, like, just looking at what they have to replace.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think I lend it to what Babsy also said. They do have more faith in what Clark Lee was able to do recently than what Hype has been able to do in the last 2 years. And that's why I said I get it. It makes sense to me. I get it. I ain't got no. I get it. But my whole thing is let's watch and see how this ain't Signetti here.
Mm.
That's what made us believe in Signetti. Yeah. That's what made us yet. Now when you bring it, like, he added a Mendoza, it was like, oh, is that who Jared Curtis is for this group with these young guys around him?
We don't know yet.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So when we see it, it's totally different. That's what made us believe in Signetti. We kept on saying, man, they won the year one. That was all right, got lucky. They came back and did a year two. And then you look at what he was bringing in for year three this year, it's like, oh, no, the dude might be for real.
Real quick, do you...
Who's the quarterback that Beck?
Carson Beck?
No, that the OC, Tim Beck.
Tim Beck.
Has worked with for so long.
Oh.
We all know Jared Curtis. Who are their other quarterbacks?
They've got an older guy. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't
while you're looking at that, do you want to hear what and then before we have to go to break, because I know we have Patrick Young.
I would love to hear what they have to say about my Auburn Tigers.
This is what the anonymous SEC coaches said about Auburn. Honestly, Alex Golish is a pretty good fit. You see him paired with defensive coordinator DJ Durkin, and he's a grinder. I see how the system can be attractive. You bring your quarterback with you, and there's not a big learning curve there. I could see them having success. They were really good on defense last year. They were the best defense that we saw. You add some offense with it, and they can be pretty good. I sense that there's going to be a mentality to who they are and not conform to the past and how things have been run there. Teams that play them early, there's going to be a surprise with how efficient they are with guys that they have in that system.
Talk to me, baby. I like it.
A lot of positivity around your Tigers.
There is some positivity. That's what happens when you get a new coach.
Is it Blaze Berlowitz?
Been used to it. I think it is.
Oh, that sounds right. Blaze.
Yeah. In Mexico State for a second.
Yes. I think that's him because he's a junior.
Yep.
Yeah. Coach Muschamp's son is there too, right? Pretty sure.
Yep, he is. Wit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sophomore.
Yeah.
All right.
Love it. I can't wait for. I cannot wait for college football. I cannot wait. I just think it's going to be such a fascinating season with everything that's going on, with Steve Sark just talking all the smack in the world.
He just takes shots at anyone he can.
He is freaking
going to Texas Tech schedule.
Feeling himself. He is feeling his team right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know he's taking shots at Texas Tech's schedule. I'm like, dude, you guys just left to join the SEC. Like, you could have stayed and had that schedule. Anyway, yeah, good stuff. Okay, your guy.
Yeah, PY.
Yes, Patrick Young, former Florida Gator, now works for SEC Network, has an amazing story on top of his knowledge about basketball. Gator Mike better be listening. We're about to talk Florida basketball.
Right.
This is his jam right here.
Uh-huh.
Yes, Patrick Young is next.
Spring is the season to gear up. There's no better time to upgrade your equipment and save big at Diggin' Sturvin Landscape Supply during Toro Days. Now through May 17th, take advantage of special savings on Toro walk mowers designed for big-time power, long-lasting durability, and easy operation that works just as hard as you do. Whether you are a landscaping professional, or a serious homeowner, I'm having the same problem you did. Toro delivers the performance you can count on. And when it comes to quality equipment, replacement parts, and expert advice, there's only one place to go. Go where the pros go. Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply with 7 convenient Middle Tennessee locations, including Nashville, Bellevue, Murfreesboro, Brentwood, Hendersonville, Mount Juliet, and Franklin. Help is always close by. Stop in today or shop online. DickensSupply.com. Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply. Go where the pros go. DickensSupply.com.
Welcome back in to 3HL right here on 104.5 The Zone, man. We're rocking and rolling on this Friday. Good discussions. We're going down the SEC path. We gave you a little SEC football content Now, let's dive over to the round ball, man. Introducing my good brother right here, man. All SEC performer. My guy, SEC champion. My guy, P.Y. Patrick Young, good people. Florida Gator himself, SEC Network host. P.Y., what's good, brother?
Oh, Ron, I thought you was giving me the ring today. I thought we was, I didn't know we was talking about it. I thought we were going to go ahead and make it done because, you know, that's what we talking about up in Gainesville today.
Y'all already talking about getting it done, huh?
I mean, shoot, man, if they don't run, like, come on, man. Like, I ain't going to say the biggest disappointment because it is college basketball and
right.
Anything can happen. It's not like you get any series. But, man, they got the motivation.
Yeah,
losing, knocking out in the first round, the Gators. Then they chip on your shoulder, get knocked out, and then they've tasted it before.
Yeah,
all these guys coming back, they've tasted it before, and I worry about the rotation. Like he was 8 tight last year, but he's got 3 more guys that could start somewhere or at least get a lot of minutes. So. Very interesting, man. Good to catch up, though. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. We up here rocking and rolling. You know, we've been talking Titans and everything, too, man, as far as the NFL goes. I know
You know, Slay had to get some hoops talk in here. He's like, come on.
I know. We talked about hoops in May.
We do.
Hey, but guess what, though? That leads to it, man. Like, with this team returning who they're returning from a national championship bunch, 2 years removed going into, but you don't, we just got busy talking about Vanderbilt and what they had with Diego Pavia and how the retention, how difficult it is to be able to hold on to players. And here Todd Golden is not only bringing back 1 or 2 guys, he bringing back the whole team, plus a piece that was missing that went to Kentucky, bringing back Denzel Aberdeen. So with that being said, P.Y., who does the pressure fall on?
Well, first off, Ron, Mom Dukes, she just said hello.
That's my girl. Tell Mom Dukes I said, what's up, man?
Yeah, she was excited to hear your voice. But who's the pressure the most on? That was the question?
Yeah, so who is the pressure falling on the most? Would it be on Todd Golden and his staff or these players that sacrificed and said, you know what, we want to run it back?
Ooh, that's a great question. Who is it on the most? The question it's not who has pressure. They all got the pressure and expectations, but who has it the most? I think it's on Todd. It's on Todd by far. 'Cause, I was thinking about it, like, when you can have a roster this great, and a lot of people sometimes don't think coaching comes into play. It's like that important.
Yeah.
But it really is, because, coaches see what you can't see on the court. They're and assistants, right? They're able to see trends in the game, guys that are getting hot. It's just certain nuances of the game that you don't notice when you're actually on the court. And I think what's vitally important, because I shared this on my post today briefly, my senior year, we're coming off of getting our butts kicked by Michigan in the Elite Eight. I mean, they just, Nick Stalkis, Trey Burke, all them dudes, man, just went crazy. We're bringing back a good chunk of our team into the next season, and without even saying it to each other, we all, as seniors, it was 4 of us, kind of just like, all right, like, we know we're going to get better. We know what we did last year, like what we're capable of. We just, we don't get to the Final Four, it's going to be a breeze.
Yep.
And we had a scrimmage against Georgia Tech in the preseason, and we just played out of character. You know, one of them games where it's like, we did nothing that we practiced for the last 3 weeks. We done practiced for 3 weeks, and I see nothing that we've done. And Coach Donovan, he was like, guys, I see what's happening. Human nature is telling you to relax, that you've done it before, that you can live off of yesterday, off of last season. And he was like, you got to put your hard hat on every day. And one thing about this group, even in their first year of all being together, I remember actually I asked Ruben this at the media day. I said, hey, man, like, what's practice like? How y'all got? He's like, man, we compete. Like, coach got to pull us back sometime because we're going at it so hard. So I just pray they don't lose that. People overlook how important competition is, especially in practice, because that's the only way you're going to really get better when you're in that fighting for inches type thing. So it's a lot, but for Coach, I hope he doesn't overcoach. I hope he doesn't undercoach. He's going to need to adapt and help these guys just stay level. Not too high, not too low. It's one game at a time.
When you look across the SEC, man, we did see Will Wade come back into the league this year. And you see the team he's constructing down there. And you talk about rivals. This is one of y'all rivals right here, PY. What's your thoughts on what Will Wade is constructing and how he's going about doing it?
So y'all, I don't know if y'all heard Jeff Goodman.
Yes.
Jeff Goodman was like, I wish Will Wade never came back to basketball. I'm like, dang. Came back to college. I mean, from last year, it's obvious. Some coaches, they make it clear that they're going to put their short term over the long term in terms of how is this going to reflect and affect everybody else. Whether you look at Charles Bediako, whether you look at Scott Drew, Will Wade's doing the same thing. Yep. He's like, how can I push the envelope? And I don't blame him. I don't like it. Right. I can understand why he's doing it, especially at LSU, because they're not any good. That program has been not good for a while, but it sours the taste of so many, even when other college coaches are complaining in a way that's not about, hey, this is unethical. Not that this is unfair. It's unethical that you're bringing another guy in that went to the draft. I don't have a problem, and I think the rules should change. If you enter the draft and you don't get drafted, if you still have eligibility and you do not sign a contract, I think you could potentially could get the option to come back to school. But to go to the draft, go to summer league, go to a team and all that, it's over. And I don't know, man. I'll tell you what, Will Wade has made it very easy for a lot of people to not like him, as has Lane Kiffin. As has Tim Mulkey, all of them.
Yep. They all running in cahoots right there under one roof right now at LSU, man.
Tennessee gonna be pretty good too.
Hey, listen, PY, don't come on here with that. Don't come on here with that.
PY, do you know what Slay actually said?
Yeah,
he said top 5 in the country.
Yeah, I saw.
Do you agree?
I don't know about top 5, but this is going to be one of their best teams. That he's had in a while. I think, man, and I'm not one of them people. I only say this to Tennessee fans when they're just being obnoxious.
Tennessee fans are never obnoxious.
Never. Y'all got plenty of stuff for Gators fans, because we are too.
Yes.
But I want Tennessee to make it to a Final Four. I think it's a great program. I love Rick Barnes. DK. Woo! Yeah. I ain't never seen a 1-year DK came in there like he owned the joint.
He did.
He did. But yeah, man, it's exciting. I think we might get 14 in again.
I do too.
I think we might.
I do too, man. You look at the moves that are being made, and they said last year was a down year. What did we get? 11 in. And you look at how everybody's reloading. What's your thoughts, real quick, PY? And I'm gonna ask you 2 more, but this is one of the 2. One on basketball, one on football. This one on basketball. Your thoughts on what's taking place up in Lexington, man, with Mark Pope and the recruiting and the noise around it. What's your thoughts on it?
So I always gauge it by how the fans respond. Just see how they're going at. They ain't happy. No, they're like, because it's almost like I guess when you're recruiting, like, okay, I got this girl I really like. I really want to date her. And then, I'm going all out. I'm doing all the things that I think are on her checklist. And she entertains you a little bit because, like, you're the guy. Like, you're doing all the things. And she's like, nah, I just feel like it's not the right fit. And so many, that has happened to Kentucky so many times this year. Which is hard to believe because, Mark Pope, his character's never been in question. He always battles and fights for his guys. I mean, even Denzel, he's got nothing negative to say. It just didn't work out. And for whatever reason, and no one cares that they were injured, which is so crazy. They were so injured last year.
Yes,
no one cared,
Nobody,
man.
Nope.
Wild.
Not at all. Not at all.
So, I don't know. I think Mark Pope is the right guy there at Kentucky.
Yeah.
I don't know what else is going to take for him to get, he's not doing what Kyle was doing. He ain't getting constant one and doneers. That's the problem.
Yep. Now, Babs is a Auburn alum. Played volleyball there, PY. So
where you go?
Let me put this on your plate.
Y'all gonna be in the tournament next year. We expanded to 76.
So PY, this is what I'm asking.
That
if you got to
pick, congrats.
If both make it to the tournament, Who do you pick to go further, Auburn or Kentucky?
I haven't paid attention too much to Auburn's roster construction.
Yep.
I did.
We know
watch
Tahad
them
coming
finish-
back. That's.
Well, I watched them finish the season in NIT last year, and Overton was playing out of his mind.
Yep. He's back.
If he can shoot the ball like that,
yeah.
But I'm still rolling with Tennessee. I don't. Last year was a tough year for.
No, between them and Kentucky, who you think will go to first? Kentucky and Auburn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And you know what's sad? I ain't even putting home court advantage for Kentucky in Auburn. I'm going Auburn.
Right.
But in Kentucky, I'm like,
they might be able to get them up there.
They ain't really protecting home court like that. So I'm gonna go with them Tigers.
I love that.
Auburn Tigers.
I love that. See, Babs, he giving you love. He giving y'all love. You little War Damn Eagles.
I got one question for y'all. Are the Tennessee Titans O-line? Did we upgrade in the O-line?
See, I was about to let you off the hook and to give you a little 10-10 JXL. I was finna give you all the love and be like, how your Jags gonna do? But this is how you want to do us.
I like the Titans when they're not playing the Jaguars. When they're not playing the Jags, we good. I like Cam Ward. I watched every one of his games in college. That boy is the truth.
Yeah.
But he can't. You already know. Y'all had so many drop passes, and that boy was running for his life.
He might be doing it again. We don't know.
We waiting to see.
I always say, it can't get worse. Like, don't ever say it can't get worse. But then I'm like, man, it can't get worse, can it? No.
It could get worse.
No.
You could have Deshaun Watson.
Very true.
That is
very true.
Yeah.
PY, man, before we let you out of here, dog, how can people follow you? How can people get your book? And we're going to get you back on, man. So you just, matter of fact, I'm going to get you on the Boom Boom Room, man. Get you on the Boom Boom Room and let you lock in with me, man.
You have to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They got to hear your story.
And I'm free up in June, man. I'm ready to make that trip. I don't know what your schedule looking like, but we can link on that. I got, we get all this off time from basketball in the summer. It's kind of nice.
Right.
Yes.
But I'm on socials. I'm trying to be more active. Ron set the tone. So I'm letting y'all know I'm going full Ron. I'm going 2 levels up on Ron Slay next year.
See, come on. Zell, you hear that, Zell? You hear what he's saying? We got our work cut out, Zell.
Fired up.
He can't mess with us, Zell, dog. We got to stay ahead of the game, Zell. Hey, PY, man, we appreciate you, dog, man.
For sure, man.
Hey, where can we order your book, though?
Oh, yeah. Amazon. If someone wants me to sign it, they can message me directly on Instagram or Twitter. I got a website, PatrickYoung.com. It's Patrick without the K. But yeah, that's easy, man. I'm not hard to find. Y'all reach out. I don't have like an assistant or anything like that. It's always just me. Maybe one day. We're working on it.
That's right.
Maybe one day. All right, dog. We appreciate you, brother, man. Be safe,
Appreciate
man.
y'all. Have a blessed
Talk
one.
to you soon.
Great
dog.
weekend.
Yep.
Tell
Tell my Dukes
Patrick.
what up, too. That's my girl, man. His mom always come with him on the trip. Make sure you get there, man. That's my girl. Try to help her out, man. Make the job easier. You feel me?
I feel like he's subtle throws some shots. He's so subtle about it that you're like,
the nice
this
guy,
guy's
PY?
so nice.
Nah.
But I think that he's being a smart aleck.
He turned back into the Gator, PY. Every time Tennessee playing Florida or if we just take an L right there, he gonna ask me what's going on. I can't stand it.
He caught Don there with a little one.
He got plenty of shots.
He got Don there with a little one. Don't worry, Don. Y'all be in the tournament. They expanded it for you.
Yeah. He gonna do it with that smile. He got $1 million smile, man. Light up a room. So good dude right there, man.
Unreal. All right. We'll wrap up this show on this Friday heading into the holiday weekend. 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
Are you a startup, an entrepreneur, or growing a small business? Finding the right workspace should not mean settling for a noisy cookie-cutter co-working space. Your business deserves better. eSpaces. eSpaces.com. We are not just another shared desk. They are your premier professional office solution. Whether you're a solo entrepreneur or a team of 20, they are dedicated to helping you find the perfect fit for your business to thrive. What truly sets them apart? eSpaces. Proudly locally owned and operated. eSpaces.com. To book your tour today, you can go there, eSpaces.com. Private offices, team suites, meeting rooms that are fully equipped, 24/7 access, flexible terms, beautiful professional spaces that are move-in ready. Whether you're scaling up or just getting started, eSpaces provides flexibility without compromise. Check them out now. Tours available now, eSpaces.com. 15 locations, eSpaces.com.
Welcome back into 3HL right here on 104.5 The Zone. It's that time, people. We're creeping into the weekend. This is the last segment. Time for you to get your calls in, talk a little trash to somebody that you know can't grill. And why would they be grilling on Memorial Day when they can't even grill? So this is your opportunity, 615-737-1045. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
What's up, Babsy?
What's up?
We ready to roll?
Yes.
Ready to get the weekend started?
Yes, the Memorial Day weekend, and just a good reminder that the entire purpose of Memorial Day is basically to honor and mourn those in the military who died.
Big facts.
While serving in our armed forces, while protecting our freedoms. So remember, it's, a vacation 3-day weekend for a lot of people, but for a lot of families out there, it's not.
That is correct.
It is a very tough weekend and tough day for those who have lost loved ones who served our country. So
absolutely.
Shout out to all of those families that are mourning on this day. And, huge monster thank you to those who have sacrificed their lives so that we can live ours.
That's right, Babs.
So,
Well said.
good reminder for Memorial Day. So,
Can I give a shout out real quick?
yes, you can.
Presented by your mom and them.
Shout out to the Lady Vol softball team.
Yeah.
Going to the Women's College World Series for the second season in a row, 10th all time in program history under Karen Weekly.
Gosh, she's a beast.
Yeah. This is her 25th.
Why don't people talk about her more?
I don't know. This is her 25th season
Because
there.
it's just expected that they're
Probably.
solid.
I think so. Yeah. So they beat Georgia today 2-1
I
to win
always
game
love when
2
Georgia gets beat.
of that Knoxville Super Regional, and they are headed to Oklahoma City to compete in the College World Series. So the first softball team to make it to the Women's College World to punch their ticket. So shout out to the Lady Vol softball team.
There you go.
Dope.
I almost said go VOLS.
Hey, I mean, Babs, if
That's
the
all right,
spirit
that's
moves you,
Yeah.
I mean,
Listen, it's already on the board back there.
You got to say what you got to say, Babs.
All right, so Two-Tone Blues said, what's on the grill, Babs and Slay, and also drink of choice.
Oh, I'm going
What's your drink of choice?
drink of choice right now. I've been on this tequila, La Gritona. It's been amazing. Real smooth, no bite, no bad feeling in the morning. Savage put me on it, man. So I've been rocking with that. That's been
I like it.
been my drink of choice right now. On the grill, probably gonna go steaks, wings, burgers, dogs for sure. Okay. I'm debating on putting some ribs on. So I got a Traeger from Savage, man, and I need to test out this Traeger.
Ooh.
He told me it's
the real
it's
deal.
so simple and it's easy. Yeah, like so. This may be the tester.
Mr. Babs does some mean ribs.
Well, I can always
make him.
I can
do
always
that.
come over, Babs.
Yeah, we'll be in the pool. Come hang out.
Yeah.
As far as drink for me, I don't know. I think I might go. I'll probably go like a little vodka.
Okay.
A little vodka with
Tito?
maybe a orange crush,
like
zero
that.
sugar
Like that.
added to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like it. What about you, Zephyr? What you doing?
Probably no drinks because I have a pregnant wife in the house, and that's
that was
not
Mr.
fair.
Babs' like favorite time
That's
to
what I was
drink
gonna say.
because he
No,
always had a
yeah,
sober
you ain't
driver.
pregnant? Yeah.
That's not fair.
Oh, look at you! You're
Well,
way
you're
better.
great. Hey, good. Hey.
If
keep
she
that
can't
up,
have
brother.
fun, I can't have fun.
That's right, Zephyr.
Dang.
Heck yeah.
See?
Y'all hear that, ladies?
Oh, yeah, this is early in the marriage.
Raise them up to be like herself.
Oh, that'll change.
As for food, I have no idea what we're doing.
Okay.
Somebody else is taking care of it.
No, I'll probably take care of it. I just don't know what we're doing.
They'll tell you what to take care of.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I do have a parsley, Babsy.
Okay, well, real quick, before we do your parsley,
Okay.
we'll do it on the way out. But real
good.
quick, let's check in with the barber on line one, who we got to
Rode with
see
us yesterday.
yesterday at Von Elrod's. Hi, how are ya?
Man, what's up, my people, man? I didn't want to tell Zep, but I was calling, but I really called Zep. I didn't congratulations on your new baby coming, bro.
I appreciate that.
Good job. And I agree with Don though. It's early in the marriage. You will change. I promise you'll change.
Yep.
You gonna change that, bro. But my main reason, Slay.
Yo.
They been down on the 445 call. I mean on the toast, man. So next time y'all go somewhere, I gotta be there, man. I gotta catch that. I know you was working hard.
Yeah.
And y'all was working hard yesterday, man. I'm telling y'all. People that don't see this, man, they go down. They really be working. I ain't think they work that hard. I'm sorry for myself. They really be working. Man. I'm proud of them. But Slayer, you owe me, bro.
I got you.
I got to catch that toast, man.
I got
catch that toast, man. Y'all have a good weekend, bro.
You too, bro.
Thank you. Shout out to the barber for coming to see us with his fam yesterday, which was very cool. Larissa for a shout out. Hey, Larissa, we got you real quick here.
Well, amazing. Thank you again for the other day. I just want to give a shout out to you guys. This entire station, you guys keep it real. You make our hearts smile, and you shine so much that I can't even see it half the time. You don't know how much you guys do for everybody or for so many people. So please, just shout out to you guys. Heads up. Have a beautiful weekend.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
that.
Larissa. And shout out to you. Minus the dog call, which I totally understand. She is always positive.
Always.
Always bringing the joy.
Yeah.
And we love you and appreciate you being a part of our family here on 3HL. You want to hit your parlay real
I
quick?
can do it. Let's knock it out.
Or against me.
Bring me my money.
That end of that things Zev put together hits hard.
Good. It is good. Good job, Zephyr.
All right, talk to me, Slay. Listen, I don't want to point out the obvious here, but you've been off.
I know.
Okay.
I'm about to be on right now.
All right.
Here we go. This is real easy. Just real simple to walk us into the weekend, y'all. Put a little extra change in your pocket. Vegas Golden Knights, money line. That's plus 142. San Antonio Spurs, -1.5. Book them, Dano. Real simple.
That's it?
That's it. Just a
I
little
like
two-leg.
it.
Yeah, a little two-leg. Go and get us some money. You know what I mean? We're going to be all right.
All right. That's good stuff.
Get
There
your
you
drink of
go.
choice.
He's Ron Slay. Mayor will be back with us next week. We will be off on Monday.
Yep.
Hopefully, many of you are as well. Zeffy did a great job keeping us in
Zephyr.
line this week without Mayor. Appreciate him. And great job, Slay.
Yeah, great job, Babsy.
Let me know what you cook. I might have to swing by and
Okay.
get some of it.
I'll let you know.
Thank you to everybody that has listened. We had some great conversations this week, amazing guests. We appreciate you. We do not take that lightly, nor do we take it for granted. This is Organized Chaos here on 3HL. We love you. Good night. God bless.
See ya.
Wouldn't want to be unless you were getting a shout out to all of those that sacrificed for us to have this extended weekend. We love you all. Come back safe on Tuesday. Let's go.